things going. And welcome into the Star in Frisco tonight. It's your Colleyville Heritage Panthers and the Frisco Emerson Mavericks. Alongside Gary Harrison Ducrow, Trey Francis, and down on the field, Robert the Bruce. It's Robert McMillan going to join us from there momentarily. I'm Doug Branch. And gentlemen, a huge win for Colleyville last week over an outstanding Argyle Eagle team. Gary, I know you weren't there, but you got to listen and watch along. Your thoughts about last week's victory and what it did for this football team going forward.
Well, you're right. I got the benefit of listening to you guys live and then seeing how it was playing out on the video program as I was home ill last week. I was super impressed with both teams. Argyle was better than I scouted them. I'll just say that up front. They were a tough, very well-coached football team. What really impressed me was how tough and very well coached and how competitive Colleyville Heritage was. Being down 10 points with 4.5 minutes to go, executing a play that hadn't worked on that last pass to Holden, and having the faith to go back because they knew the safety was going to go over the top to cover Blewett. And that took what we would say is guts. The defense came up big when it needed to come up big, and the team came through unscathed from a physical standpoint. So the keys to the game tonight, I really believe the first team that gets 4 stops wins. Both these teams are highly skilled and very well coached on the offensive side of the ball. We'll get to it later with some more analysis there. I really believe it's going to come down to who can get stops. I think 4 stops wins the game. And then Colleyville has to simply do better on kickoff coverage. We cannot give them the ball at the 40-yard line every time. We will lose the game if we do that.
Trey, your thoughts?
Yeah, it was
in 20 seconds.
It was a big battle, obviously. I mean, we thought Colleyville was, near the edge of going home, and they came back with a very gritty win. And I mean, we hope to see a lot of that stuff in tonight's game.
All right, when we come back to the pregame show, we'll roll on from the Star at Frisco. Not a better place to play other than probably AT&T Stadium. We will return after these quick messages.
You have a dream, the dream of having a pool and a backyard oasis. It's time to talk to the professionals at J. Caldwell Custom Pools. From new construction to remodeling, service, and maintenance, J. Caldwell Custom Pools is your custom pool builder and outdoor living design experts. Your dream of having a pool with spas, fountains, and fire features is about to come true. Dive in and find out more at jcaldwellcustompools.com. Proud sponsor of the Colleyville Heritage Panthers.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
We're your neighbor. We're your friend. And when you're at Classic Chevrolet, we consider you part of our family. Enjoy honest, upfront pricing, the largest selection of new Chevrolets in the nation, and fair, competitive payouts on every
Difference.
And welcome into the Star in Frisco. It's Colleyville Heritage and Frisco Emerson. Alongside Gary Harrison Ducrow, Trey Francis, I'm Doug Branch. We thank you for joining us on the broadcast. Tonight, it's your Panthers taking on the Mavericks. And gentlemen, if you win tonight, you're in the Final Four. So for a trip to the Final Four, Colleyville has an option.
Yeah, Doug. Hey, thanks for having me back this week. I think the keys to the game, in short, will be the first team that gets 4 stops wins this football game. We have 2 superstar quarterbacks. Congratulations to Luke Ulrich for getting an offer to the University of North Texas. And then Frisco Emerson's quarterback has an offer to the University of Oklahoma, and both are very deserving. Both can throw the football. They can run the football. Both offenses are very well coached, and they have superstars that can take the ball to the house on any given play. So it will be key to keep contained on the edges for the runs. It will be key to keep the quarterbacks in the pocket. And I think that Ulrich will have a better night because he's had a tougher season in throwing into tighter windows. Emerson's offense is creative in that they create open wide receivers on screens and then fake screens down the field. So the passes have been to open receivers, which explains why their quarterback has a slightly higher passing rate completing percentage. But it'll be a tough physical ball game. Trey, mark these words: turnovers, killer penalties, and execution and tackling will rule this ball game.
Yeah, we were talking about special teams earlier. I mean, we know special teams, it's a big factor. You have your 3 factors: the offense, the defense, and the special teams. And Gary, this special teams for Colleyville has not really impressed me over the last few weeks, and I think that's going to be a big factor in today's game.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think Colleyville can do better there?
Well, we cannot give them the ball at the 40-yard line. If we give them the ball at the 40-yard line, they will score. So without the wind and any wind conditions, because we're inside, I'm hoping one of our 2 kickers can put it through the end zone, make them start at the 25, and I think we can stop them.
All right, when we come back, we'll talk with head coach Jerry Edwards. That's on the pregame show as it rolls on from the Star in Frisco.
You have a dream, the dream of having a pool and a backyard oasis. It's time to talk to the professionals at J. Caldwell Custom Pools. From new construction to remodeling, service, and maintenance, J. Caldwell Custom Pools is your custom pool builder and outdoor living design experts. Your dream of having a pool with spas, fountains, and fire features is about to come true. Dive in and find out more at jcaldwellcustompools.com. Proud sponsor of the Colleyville.
Back on the pregame show, joined by, of course, Colleyville head coach Jerry Edwards. And, Coach, before we move on, let's talk about last week. What a game for your kids. Arguably the best team they played this season. They're down, but they're not out. What kind of heart did they show?
Oh, a lot of resiliency. Our kids, you can just tell on the sideline we never panicked or never faltered. Our kids knew that if we could get the stop, when you got Luke and a great offense like we do, we knew we can put points on the board. We just had to get a stop, and we did. We got a timely stop there at the end of the game and converted a huge 4th and 11 to keep it alive. And then once we converted that 4th and 11, it kind of just started the momentum charts shifting towards Colleyville's side. We never relinquished that.
Score, I personally don't think represented what it could have been because we had struggle in the kicking game.
Mm-hmm.
How do we change that tonight against Emerson? I know last week you told me there were some personnel changes. Whether that worked the way that you wanted to or not, you can't have that happen tonight.
No, and I stressed it to the team in our Monday morning meeting. Argyle had 12 possessions. We have 12 possessions. Their average starting field position was the -48, and ours was the -25. So, you can't have that and be good teams. And so what we got to do is we got to do better. And so we worked on it. We talked about it at length as a coaching staff. We spent a lot of time on it this week. Hopefully it shows tonight. But, it wasn't just our kickoff. It was our punts. We got to do a better job of getting down there and, putting the field position in our favor. Argyle had 7 possessions in the negative side of the field and scored 2 out of the 7. But they had 5 possessions on the positive side of the field and scored 4 out of the 5. And so tried to just kind of break it down to our kids that way so they understood the importance of it. And we had 12 possessions, and they all started on the negative side of the field, and we scored 6 of the 12. So, it kind of shows us what we can do. And I agree with you. I think if it would have been equal field position, I don't think the game would have really came down to that. But it did, and our kids overcame it. But, when you get this deep in the playoffs, you can't have that happening week in, week out.
Now, I know, and I'm pretty certain that you listen to our broadcast sometime, and you hear us. What are they doing? Why aren't we going to this person? Why aren't we going to that person? We're just throwing stuff out there because we know the fans think it. But last week, when they slowed down with about 4 minutes to go, I made a point to say to the guys, this is a coaching error on the other side because they allowed our defense to really settle into what they do best. How do you feel that might have been the changing point in that game?
Man, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to question, what they were thinking. They probably went into their 4-minute offense, which, in theory, we might have done the same thing. But and I really wasn't focused on that. I was just focused on getting the 3 and out and using the timeouts properly to give us enough time to come back and win it. But we did have to get a stop there for sure.
All right, Frisco Emerson. This team's played some teams that you have played, have dominated them. Talk about tonight's game.
Oh, we just got to be us. I think first and foremost, like you talked about, we got to make sure that we balance the field position throughout the course of the night. They're very athletic in the skill position on offense, so we got to do a really good job of limiting what they can do. And then defensively, number 11, their Mike linebacker kind of makes everything go. So we got to get him blocked. So I think if we can do those 3 things, I think we'll come out on top.
Playing here at the Star in Frisco, a little bit of the kids maybe first time they've been in here. How do you settle them down?
Our kids, they block out the external things and they focus on the task at hand. And we've preached that all year long is, do your job, do it to the best you can, and block out everything that's not important. And so it is a nice venue. We're lucky to be playing here. But, once it kicks off, it's still 100 yards of football field.
Anything special we can look forward to tonight?
Colleyville win.
Head coach Jerry Edwards. When we come back, it's the kickoff from the Star in Frisco. Back in a moment. We're not going to leave. We're going to stay here because the kickoff is just about to happen live from the Star in Frisco. Ryan Zuckert has it teed up at the 40. Colleyville is dressed in all white with black helmets. Pops one up. We're underway. It comes down at the 25. Emerson's got it. They're coming left. Colleyville's got men there. They'll stop him at the 30. And a nice job on the first kickoff return, Gary.
Well, they did a lot of work this week on being sure that we could get down on the kickoffs and big improvement. So the starting line is going to be, the 30.5-yard line? That's a lot better than the 48, which was the average starting position last week.
Yeah, that's definitely what we wanted to see opening the ball game. It's obviously a big momentum swing. I mean, if they would have had a big return, obviously all the momentum goes in Emerson's way, but this one's going to start him back at the 31-yard line.
They will set up in the pistol. Their quarterback is that 7 or 1?
It's 4, Hawkins.
4, Hawkins. He'll take the snap, coming right. Hawkins will run. Colleyville's there, and they'll stop him. Maybe he gets back to the line of scrimmage. And Michael Hawkins, the 195-pound, 6'2 senior, as Gary mentioned, headed to the University of Oklahoma, or at least committed to the University of Oklahoma, is stopped by Colleyville. They'll give him a yard or 2 out to the 33.
Big-time play. Yes, you're right. He is a big-time player going to the University of Oklahoma. But number 15, Stephen Cole, outstanding defensive outside contained, pushed him back, and we got a nice tackle.
Hawkins back in the gun. Wants to throw left side, zips one out there. It's caught. Nice play on the edge. Is that Burgess?
Yes.
Bryson Burgess. Catch was number 3. Machado for Emerson. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, another key tonight will be solid tackling. If you're going to play them off man, they will throw those quick screen passes all night long. So we've got to be sure we come up and tackle, but we also need to be sure that they don't do a stop and go on us.
To the line of scrimmage, pistol to the right side. Hawkins will take the snap. He'll give it off inside, and no, sir. Colleyville with the stop at the 38-yard line. They lose 2 on the play.
Yeah, guys, I love all the fans we got out here tonight. They got their rally towels going, so all the fans got their white rally towels in the air, and that was a big 3rd down stop and just what Colleyville needed here.
So I think I said the first team, the 4 stops, will win the football game. Trey, how many stops is that?
That's numero uno.
All righty then.
Sounds like one of those games we play at the Cowboys games. Cameron Lockhart, the 5'10", 180-pound running back. He's a junior. He will step back to punt for Emerson. Burgess is back deep. Puts his right foot. It's a high, really nice punt. Burgess calls for the fair catch and makes it at the 35-yard line. And that's where your Colleyville Heritage Panthers will take over. We'll take a quick timeout and be back to the Star in Frisco after a message from the University Interscholastic League.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
And we're back. Quick snap. Ulrich will throw it left-hand side. Hayden Golden. Hayden Golden's got a block. Oh, my gosh. If he didn't struggle with that, he could have gotten the hole that they had created and taken that to the house. But it is 10 yards for Golden, and that's the Colleyville Heritage Panther.
First down. Yeah, just barely dragged down there. We know what Golden's capable of. We saw him get a big score against Argyle last week and nearly got him another one right there. Just one man basically had him, and if he didn't get him, he was gone.
Hey, what you can do, we can do better. They're playing off man, so you take the 5-yard quick screen and see if you can break it.
Ulrich from the gun. He's going to run up the middle. Now he breaks to the outside. He's got room in a block, and unfortunately, Braden Blewett kind of gave up on his block, or that could have gone for a lot more, but a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4.
Excellent strategy from the Colleyville Heritage offense. Frisco Emerson decided they were going to put 4 guys on the outside, so we had them outnumbered, and we just went to a pistol offense and ran behind the fullback or running back, and we were outnumbered. Picked
2
up 6
receivers
yards.
to either side. Quick throw to Blewett across the 50 to the 45. Breaks inside, and he's down to the 39-yard line, and that's the Colleyville Heritage Panther.
First down. And, Doug, we talked about last week, one of the big keys to the Colleyville offense and their success is with Braden Blewett. You know, it all starts with your playmakers. He's a big playmaker for this offense, and they need to give him the ball more last time, so Coach Edwards getting him the ball very quickly in this one.
Hey, guys, I'm in the booth doing the old-school Dougie dance. The Colleyville Heritage offense is just taking advantage of what Emerson is giving the defense. This is beautiful execution.
Man coverage on the outside. Ulrich going to his right. Oh, no, this is not going to work. And that'll be a loss of, it should be to the 45, but they're marking it at the 46. So Colleyville is pushed back, and they're behind the chains for their first time tonight. They tried to run a quick quarterback draw to the right side, and, guys, that went nowhere.
Yeah, this defense, they're capable of a lot for Emerson. Their middle linebacker, Coach Edwards had talked about how he's a playmaker. It all kind of starts with him, and, I mean, he led the force on that one.
2nd down and long. Colleyville wants to throw. Outside, Ulrich with one hand, he makes the catch. No, I'm sorry, that's Blewett. Ulrich with the pass. Blewett with the one-handed catch down to the 37. And Colleyville's got a 3rd and manageable. We'll call it 8 from the 37-yard line.
And there is your marquee matchup tonight. Other than the quarterbacks, it's our Braden Blewett on their 6'1", 180 corner, Malik Hawkins.
And Hawkins was all over the back of Blewett. A little bit surprised there was no call. He literally had to hold him off.
Yeah, I was going to say, we wonder why he had to catch out one hand because the other one was being held by the defender.
3rd down from the 37. Colleyville takes a snap, inside handoff. Nope, Ulrich's going to throw it, and this was tipped at the line of scrimmage. 95 got his hand on it for the Mavericks. And let's see if we have a 95 on our list. I do not. Can't tell you who that is. Or was it 85?
It's 85.
85.
That's why. So that would be Colin Crockham. 6'3", 195. He's running on the end. Colleyville 4th down and 8. They will go for it from their 37. Have to get it to the 29. Ulrich from the shotgun. Steps back, wants to throw over the middle. Got Hayden Golden across the middle at the 25. He gets it down to the 15 and maybe the 14-yard line. And that's the Colleyville Heritage Panther.
First down.
Boy, did we see that play last week work a couple of times, and then Hayden got blown up a few times. But this time, Colleyville's got it at the 15 in the red zone for the first time tonight.
Beautiful execution. Emerson at its core likes to put 7 and 8 guys in the box. They did that. We have a mismatch all night with Hayden Blewett and that number 2 linebacker that's playing him man-to-man, even right now.
Ulrich with the snap, gives it off to Sione. Sione across the 5, cuts back and he'll score! 15 yards out. Sione Valahi gives Colleyville the 6-0 lead.
And guys, I was just thinking, Colleyville hasn't handed the ball off to the running back yet. We went through 6, 7, 8 plays right there and no handoff to the running back. Well, I guess they were saving that one for the big score.
I'm doing work over here, boys. Keep talking.
Hey, guys, big time hats off to the offensive coordinator. It is point, counterpoint. Emerson is getting back to what it does. They like 7 and 8 guys in the box, and if so, okay, well then fine, we're going to hit you off the edge, and then we're going to hit you between the tackles.
Graves to hold. It's good. Kick by Zuckert is also good. Colleyville with the 7-0 lead, 7:22 to play here in quarter number 1. We'll take a timeout and be back with more Colleyville Heritage Panther football on the Panther Media Network.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
We're your neighbor. We're your friend, and when you're at Classic Chevrolet, we consider you part of our family. Enjoy honest, upfront pricing, the largest selection of new Chevrolets in the nation, and fair competitive payouts on every trade.
It's consistently in and out in 30 minutes, no haggling, no problems.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Colleyville leads at 7-0. A 65-yard drive puts them on the board early. They will kick from our right to our left. Except I said earlier they were trimmed in all white. Emerson is in blue, the Mavericks in light blue. Kind of actually looks like a North Carolina powder blue with white pants. But Colleyville has put their score up first here in quarter number 1, 7:22 to play. We'll have to see if they effectively use it. Looks like they will with Ryan Zuckert trying to drop it in around the 25-yard line. Right foot's on it. This one's going to come down short of that. It'll land at the 27. They've got the boundary, and a nice job by Joey Hillard. They trap the receiver on the boundary and push him out of bounds around the, right at the 35-yard line, same place they started last time.
Yeah, really smart play there. You know, he doesn't have much room to return it. He only has one way to go, and that's the sideline being his best friend so he doesn't get injured, doesn't turn the ball over or nothing like that. And Colleyville kind of pinches him over there, Doug, like you said, which works out great because then you don't have to worry about a big return for a touchdown or a big return in general.
If we didn't make that tackle, I think Robert McMillan was going to make it over there, Doug.
And we've got Robert on the sideline. We'll get to him here shortly. Hawkins back again in the gun. Takes a snap, inside handoff. Nope, he's got it. He'll throw it. Hits 14 on a post route. He puts the ball on the ground. Colleyville's got it at the 45. And turnover number 1 goes to the Panthers.
Yeah, Bryson Burgess there playing safety. He was the other side safety, and he just kind of came up and hit his shoulder right into the ball and knocked it out.
Kelton Wafer on the reception, and guys, somebody broke his wafer right there with a hit.
Hey, you got to get stops, guys. It is either the traditional stops, it's the penalties, or it's the turnovers, and that's a turnover. I'm not sure that was Burgess. That might have been Golden, number 4, that came over.
We might see it on the replay here in just a minute.
I think it was Ty Golden. He rang the bell. But you're right, It was a shoulder to the ball.
Colleyville starts from their own 45. Second possession, they lead by 7 with 7:10 to go in the first. Inside handoff, Sione Villahi spins off the right guard into the center position, and he picks up around a yard before he is tackled there. A positive play, but Colleyville just barely in front of the chains.
Yeah, guys, and up front, we got Parker Leatherwood. We got number 76. It's Tucker Perriman. Number 78, that is Tristan Rodriguez. Number 70, I can't see the other side. We'll get you the other two in just a minute.
Ulrich in the gun, takes a snap. He'll throw right side. Blewett's got it, first down yards. He's got blockers in front of him. He'll go across the 35, and he's going to be dropped at the 31-yard line, and that's the Colleyville Heritage Panther.
First down.
Hey, hats off to the offensive coordinator again. Frisco Emerson is, unfortunately for them, they're playing man-to-man. Number 9, Christian Lyons, is 5'8", 152, and he's trying to play Golden in man-to-man with his butt to the sidelines, which leaves
Blewett.
I'm sorry, Blewett.
Yep.
He can't do that.
Colleyville first down at the 31-yard line. Ulrich takes a snap, fakes the handoff inside. He's got him wide open on the wheel. Kelleher's got it at the 15. He's got one man to beat. He'll drop his shoulder, and he's run out of bounds at the 8-yard line. And, guys, that's another Colleyville Heritage Panther.
First down. And, guys, this offensive line, they're doing a great job. Let me get you those other two names. That's Tristan Rodriguez on the right side along with Jaden Griffin, the sophomore. So offensive line giving Ulrich a lot of time to throw. He can get comfortable back there and deliver a ball like that.
I think Luke needs to go to acting school, man. He pulled off one heck of a fake to pull everybody with him. I mean, everybody went with him.
First and goal from the 7. Ulrich up the middle, got room. Pushing him forward. He gets around the 2-yard line before Emerson's able to pull him down.
He decided he's going to implement his own tush push. He pushed his own tush down to the 2-yard line.
You'll have to explain that later.
And we know Coach Edwards likes to start fast, and, guys, this is one way to do it.
Second down from the 2, and we've got a timeout on the field, official timeout. I'm not quite sure what. I don't see an injured player.
They're resetting the time clock. I see that.
5:44 to play, and we've got Emerson taking a timeout, and there's not really a timeout.
Yeah, this helped.
Oh, we did have Tristan Rodriguez is walking off the far side with a little bit of a limp, but he's pretty much carrying his own weight. So the clock will start to run, 5:44, and they're not even rolling the clock. The officials got them supposedly, now it's rolling. 5:44 to go. Colleyville with a power front set. 3 backs behind Ulrich. Ulrich dropped the football. No, he's got it, and he gets pulled down. I think he dropped it, then picked it back up. That didn't look like he was trying to fake a fumble.
He did, and unfortunately, number 10, Kai Pruitt, was wide open in the back of the end zone. That was an easy touchdown for Heritage.
That'll push them back to the 7, almost the 8-yard line for 3rd and goal from there. They lead it 7-0 alongside Gary Harrison, Ducro, Trey Francis. I'm Doug Branch. Robert McMillan down on the sidelines. We'll work him in momentarily when he comes off of his high when we score right here. Ulrich once again from the shotgun. Kelleher to his right. 4 receivers will flood the pattern, 2 on each side. He'll throw. Got a man caught. Golden tries to turn and get to the goal, but he is pulled down at the 4-yard line as his feet kind of slipped on the turf out from under him. And Colleyville's going to take the attempted field goal instead of try to push this one across.
Yeah, it's smart there. Take your points. It's still early in this ball game. Colleyville's leading right now 7-0. It'd be nice to have 14, but sometimes you just got to take your points where you can get them. And I think that's what Coach Edwards is thinking right now.
It's really unfortunate that Tristan Rodriguez got that ankle injury because it threw the timing off, right? Heritage was going in for a touchdown. It threw the timing off. But let's get this field goal and move on up 10-0.
21-yard attempt. Burgess to snap. Graves to hold. Zuckert with the kick, and it is good. Colleyville has put another 3 on the board, and they now lead it 10-0 with 4:09 to go in the first quarter. Gentlemen, it's been all Colleyville. We'll get to the defense and line it up for you when we get back to the Star in Frisco. Back after this quick timeout and a message from the UIL.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
Back once again at the Star in Frisco, the world headquarters of the Dallas Cowboys. Gary, there's not really a better place to play other than AT&T Stadium. Let's real quick go down to the sidelines where Robert McMillan is there. Give us the feeling and the temperature, Robert, from the sideline.
Guys, this Colleyville Hoties football team is ready to play this game. They are fired up. Emerson are having a very, very difficult time with the idiosyncrasies of Colleyville's offense. That's what I see so far. Great atmosphere in here, and it's a wonderful place to play football.
Kickoff goes deep to the 10-yard line. Colleyville's kick-off team is there, and they will stop the returner at the 24. That looked to be Kennedy Breedlove on the return. Colleyville so far, Gary, 2 for 2 on kickoff coverage. Actually, 3 for 3 on kickoff coverage.
It's 3 for 3. The average starting position is a 30, and we know we would take that because last week it was the 48-yard line. Hats off to the special teams coordinator. They got to work hard. They decided that was an outage for Heritage, and they have absolutely cleaned it up so far. Watch out for the go route to number 2 on the outside. He killed us last year, and he is bigger, stronger, and faster this year.
Hawkins will hand it off. They're going power left. Running back is going to get first down yardage, and he's going to pick up close to 14 out to the 39-yard line. That was Izzy Bills on the carry.
Yeah, this Colleyville defense all year long, they did a good job of bringing runners down as soon as they touch them. And right there, not the best job. They touched them pretty early on and kind of carried a couple defenders with them.
Well, the key is keeping contained on the outside. Heritage either has a defensive end with that responsibility or it's an outside linebacker, number 12 or number 38, and they will be key all night to keep that outside edge contained.
From the pistol, snap back, inside handoff. Izzy's got it again. He'll turn the right side, gets a couple of blocks, then Burgess along with Golden, and I can't see who's on the bottom. It looks like it's Hebeson. Make the tackle for Colleyville and hold him just short of a first down. It will be, 2nd and 1 for the Mavericks.
Yeah, so Doug, on the first 14-yard run, they stressed the left edge and they got around. This time they stressed the right edge, and they were not able to do that on the first possession.
Mavericks to the line of scrimmage from the 48-yard line. Snap back Hawkins, inside handoff. And Colleyville's there. It's the big fella Naeda, along with number 88 for Colleyville, DeMarcus Logan, to stop that one up. And they hold him with no gain. It'll be 3rd and 1 at the 48.
And guys, we haven't talked about the history between these two teams. Frisco Emerson, they're a fairly new football team, couple of years now. Last year, Colleyville played them in the first round of the playoffs at this exact location, and that is where Colleyville came out victorious. So hopefully they can look to make it 2-0 at the end of this one.
Will they throw? Will they run? Colleyville front four already. Snap is back. Handoff. Quarterback keeps it. He gets hit in the backfield, but he gets the edge, and he picks up, apparently, the first down, unless they ran him out early. They did not.
And that's what an elite runner looks like, Doug. They had him dead to rights in the backfield, but he turned on the jets and picked up the necessary 3 yards.
Yeah, and Gary, there's a reason why he has the offers that he does. He stands at 6'2", 195 as a quarterback, solid passer, solid runner, as we just saw.
Hate to say it, but he looks like Jaden Daniels from LSU early on in his career.
He wants to throw, looking downfield. Got a man deep, over the top.
Yep,
caught, touchdown.
That's him. He burned us last year, and he just got us again. He is a legit wide receiver. Now, Hayden West didn't have bad coverage, but that was a big-time throw that came from a Division I commit, and that went to a big-time wide receiver who, in my opinion, he's going to a Division I school. And now the game has started, guys.
And he did just take his helmet off on the field, but
he did.
That was interesting, because most time they'll call that against you.
Extra point to come for the Mavericks is up, and it is good. So just like that, Frisco able to drive down the field 75 yards and put the first 7 points up on the board. I'll get that momentarily, but we are at a break. We'll take a quick timeout and be back with more Panther football after this quick message.
Better, Faster Urgent Care in Southlake is a proud sponsor of the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. Better, Faster Urgent Care provides immediate care for acute, non-life-threatening illness and injury, all of which is provided by board-certified emergency physician specialists. They provide care for the simplest to the more complex medical conditions and have become prominent figures in our community's healthcare network.
Back once again at the Star in Frisco. 7-10. Colleyville leads it. I'll get the scoreboard updated here momentarily. Don't mind not getting the Mavericks score up quite so quick. We're in the first quarter. Colleyville now leads it by 3, 2:09 to play. And gentlemen, you can see just how quickly this game can change and big momentum can change. Colleyville now will get their offense back on the field.
Yeah, momentum is everything in these games, and you got to bounce back from that, so we'll see what Colleyville does here.
Hayden Golden one-hands it at it looked like around the 7-yard line, and he will get it up across the 15 to the 18-yard line, and that's where the Colleyville Heritage Panthers will take over.
I think that was actually Braden Blewett.
Oh, who did I say?
Hayden Golden.
It was an 8, not a 5.
Yeah, it was
my mistake.
Interesting,
They're
though.
the two returners.
Heritage normally has 2 returners back. It looks like we only had 1. I think we were expecting a pooch kick, and I think they got us on that one.
Kind of kicks it back to that corner, what Colleyville's been trying to do as well.
Strategy, guys. 2 very well-coached football teams.
Maybe I need to just watch the big screen.
Yeah, there you go.
I can see a little bit better that way. Ulrich, empty backfield, takes the snap. He's got room on the right side and dives forward out across the 24 to the 25-yard line. It will bring up a 2nd down and 3. And a really nice play from the Jedi right there. We've seen him go airborne now, 3 or 4 weeks in a row?
And Doug, talking about that big screen, obviously we don't have any video tonight for you folks listening. It's just going to be the audio only, since it's the UIL owns the rights when it comes to playoff time. So you'll just listen to us like this all night.
Although we will mesh this with the video and have it up for you at some point. Quick shot out to the right-hand side. Kai Pruitt makes the reception. He'll go 5 yards, and that's a Colleyville Heritage Panther.
First down.
Well, it's interesting from a strategy standpoint, guys. Emerson is doing what they do. They really want to get 6 and 7 guys in the box, and on that last play, they went straight man with 1 safety, which means you have no help on the outsides, and Heritage just took it. Right now, Blewett's man-to-man on the outside with no help, as is the 2 receiver, Hayden Golden.
Looks like the chain has broken on the far side, so we have an official's timeout on the field. Now they're saying the chain is fixed, and Frisco's going to have to come back off the field.
So to that point, Doug, they've got a 5'9", 156 DB trying to cover Hayden Golden at the 2 receiver slot, and that's a mismatch all day long. And there it is.
Coming right, Golden. Oh, it looked like he got face masked right there, but no flag. I'd like to see the replay on that. What I don't know what he was holding. It may have been the helmet and not the face mask.
You'll see it from Derek himself on the EVS on the big screen.
That's a face mask.
That's a face mask. I don't know how they missed that. This is one of those opportunities, though. Mr. and Mrs. Golden, when your son has a face mask, have him get up and say, "Ref, he pulled my face mask." Throw over the middle. Caught. Golden's got it across the 50. He dives forward across the 46, almost down to the 45, gentlemen, and that's another Colleyville Heritage Panther.
First down.
Trey, did you just not say there's a mismatch there?
I mean, there is.
The coaches see it too.
Yeah, we're not the only ones that are seeing it, Gary. It's pretty obvious, and now it's getting exposed. And, Doug, you just mentioned, Golden should, call for the face mask penalty. He said, screw that. We should go catch a big pass downfield. And
is that what he said?
That's what he said.
All right.
He told me. We talked.
Timeout on the field as the clock continues to head towards the end of the first quarter. We're almost there. We're just 5 seconds away, and Colleyville is back in Maverick territory, and they are ready to try to put more points on the board. That'll happen when we come back to the Star in Frisco. Quarter 1 in the books. Now a message from IFC Roofing.
IFC Roofing is a locally owned general contractor and construction company which manages roofing projects hands-on from start to finish. We can also help you navigate each step of the sometimes complicated insurance claim process. If you suspect your home's been damaged by Mother Nature, give IFC Roofing a call and see why they're the highest rated and reviewed roofing general contractor in DFW.
Hey, now listen, folks, I got a little story for you about where I get my comfort food when I'm feeling down and blue. I drive down South Whitechapel to the feed store, barbecue.
All right, fans, we are back, but we, for some reason, have lost our graphics. Ulrich throws, back shoulder, caught by Blewett all the way down inside the 25 to the 21-yard line, and what a nice throw from Luke Ulrich.
Yeah, Braden says they're playing me man-to-man. Give me some of that all day long. That's a very nice, very strategical, very tactical back shoulder throw. That's a D1 quarterback throwing to a D1 wide receiver, and that cornerback is going to ask the coach for some help at some point coming soon.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what is up.
Doug Way, look for it. 2 receivers each side. Ulrich looks to the right side, intended for Pruitt, and throws an interception down at the 5-yard line. Guys, that's not exactly what Colleyville's wanting there, especially being down in the red zone. Ulrich kind of thought he was going to run a different route. Gary, what did you see?
Well, that is the first bad pass I've seen all night. It was man-to-man on the outside with Kai Pruitt. You're right. He had room to the outside. That ball should have been on the outside, and it would have been a completion. That ball was just thrown to the inside. It was a really, really bad pass.
And let's go down to Robert on the field. Robert, what have you seen from the last few plays down there?
You know, Trey, it's really been a battle in the trenches right here. It looks like Colleyville's got the edge at this point. They cannot cover Braden Blewett. He is open all day long. He's going to be the to-go-to guy. There's a reason why he's got so many offers. Quite frankly, I feel like he's the best player on the field right now. But we knew this was going to be a back-and-forward battle, and a wise man once told me the team that wins this game will be the team that gets the most turnovers. And right now, it's 1-1. It's going to be a battle all night long. This is fun down here.
All right.
I don't argue with the Bruce very often, but the team that wins is going to be the team that scores the most points.
You are a rocket scientist. I always knew you had an IQ bigger than your shoe size. Well done.
All right, Robert McMillan down on the sidelines. Thank you,
Second down and 13 for Emerson as the quarterback Hawkins was run out of bounds. Colleyville gives him a free play. Get back there, Jaden. Get back there. Knock it down. And it doesn't matter that he didn't pick it off. He was in great position, Gary. But
I'm loving that. I love that.
Didn't quit on it, although you would have loved to seen him catch that.
I love – Jaden has a whole lot of confidence, as does Hayden. Everybody knew that was going to be a free shot. They took their best shot to their best receiver, and Jaden said, not on my island.
So they'll pick up 5 yards on the penalty. It'll bring up a second down, and we'll call it a long 7 for Frisco. We're just underway in the second quarter. Colleyville leads at 10-7.
And by the way, Doug, most cornerbacks play cornerback because they're not wide receivers.
Okay. Except for your son, because he was a wide receiver and a cornerback.
That he was.
So second down and 7 from the 21. Hawkins will take the snap. He will give it off. They're coming to the near side. Nice job tracking as Bryson Burgess and Dax Hebeson. They will take him down at the 20, 4 yards short. It'll be third down, and that for a mentioned 4.
Now, I do have an
Is that a – did I grammatically say that right?
That's correct. Yeah, I do
the
have
aforementioned 4.
I do have an observation. Last week, Argyle's defensive secondary came up with bad intentions, and our guys did not, if you will. We're coming up with bad intentions this week, and I like to see that. We're a lot more physical.
3rd and 3 for the Mavericks at the 21. Snap back, want to throw. It's a quick one out to their receiver. Beats Jaden Hall on the outside, and he will push it across the 35 to the 36-yard line, and that was a catch by Kylan Evans, the 6'2", 193-pound senior wide receiver for the Mavericks.
Yeah, when it's 3rd and 2 and 3rd and 3 and you're playing 7 yards off, that's simple pitch and catch. Now, I do think he moved before the ball was snapped, but I guess he didn't because the referees didn't throw the ball, right?
They didn't throw a flag.
Throw the flag.
Yes. Motion going, pitch to the motion man. He's trying to cut inside, won't get there. Got a block on Hebeson, but they will get to the outside. Colleyville gang tackling there at the 41. We'll bring up a second down. We'll give him 5 on the carry. That was number 3, Mateus Machado, 5'11", 170-pound senior wide receiver for the Mavericks.
Yeah, and that was a very nice fill on that run by reigning week player of the week by Ozark, Madden Williams. Very nice fill on that run, which pushed him outside.
And guys, I love this ability we have here to see the replays up on the screen.
And me not to have to do it.
That's right. But then the fans at home can't see that.
Hawkins wants to throw. Right side caught for a first down and run out of bounds by...
That's Blewett playing corner.
No way.
That's what I was just wondering. I was like, that looks like him. There's no way.
So he's in for Hayden West.
Hayden West. That's number 7. Yeah,
interesting.
So number 8 in for number 7.
Well, we hope that doesn't affect his offensive output, but as we know, if we can maintain this lead, it does not matter.
Now, honestly, if I were going to play him at corner, I'd put him on 2 and put 23 on the outside.
That's kind of what I was saying. Maybe they want him
simply because of the height.
But maybe they want him nearest to the boundary. Maybe they can tell him, what to do or what not.
I'd love
to
see him jump a route right here. They want to throw. They throw in the same way one more time. He backed up and gave him 8 yards on the pitch and catch. Lloyd and Blewett on the stop. And I don't know if Golden was injured. Can we see on the far side, Trey? Take these and see if you can see if he's over there hurt anywhere or he's just not in the game.
He looks fine. He's at the 43-yard line. He looks fine.
Hands on his hips. He looks good.
All right.
I had heard whispers that they were practicing Blewett and Kai Pruitt at corner to play against taller wide receivers during the weeks.
Well, we'd like to see him maybe play up a little tighter. Here's a handoff right side. Izzy gets through. Beats a defender. Nice move there, and he's all the way inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line. 22-yard run for the Mavericks.
There's a flag down on the 41.
That's going to
I think that's going to be a face mask. Yeah, the one they didn't call on
right here.
On us, call for us, they called on us.
This one is frustrating to both the player, number 38, and the coaches because he was in the right position. He simply didn't make the tackle. Then it led to a 15-yard run and a 15-yard penalty on top of it.
So the penalty will be tacked on and push the ball all the way down to the 13-yard line. 9:35 to go in the half. Colleyville up by 3, but Emerson threatening at the 13.
So Zach Sogan is now in.
He moved. Where's the flag? Thank you.
There it is. Sorry, Doug. Zach Sogan is in at corner instead of Blewett instead of Hayden right now.
That's interesting.
And Sogan has played corner.
No, we won't. I think we've only seen play safety, yes.
Well, here's the deal. They can't keep giving up 8 yards. I mean, if you're Emerson, you just keep throwing it out there. If they're going to give an 8-yard buffer,
you go to it every time.
And when you get inside to the 8-yard line, you should score.
Yeah, so Zach Sogan on the far side at corner, and the near side corner is still number 23, Jaden Hall.
Well, and he's playing against an accomplished wide receiver in man-to-man coverage.
They're looking that direction. Hawkins, he'll throw it over the top, and there was contact. Yep.
But was that ball was thrown out of bounds?
It was uncatchable.
It was uncatchable, but I don't think that's going to matter.
Jaden
Hall put his hand in his chest and pushed him.
He panicked a little bit. And it's better to take the penalty instead of giving up a touchdown. He just didn't know that ball was not catchable. Hopefully that's what they're discussing, but I don't think so.
No, they're going to move the ball up to the 3-yard line.
Right here. Let's see.
Interference. Number 18, defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Yeah, they don't have the number right.
That was incorrect.
Apparently they need glasses worse than we thought.
So
first and goal from the 3. Snap back. Hawkins is going to run it himself. Goes to the edge, and I don't think he got there.
Yeah.
He hit the pylon. I guess the pylon, if you hit it, it's inbounds. So Hawkins gets to the corner, and he will push it across, and Emerson has taken their first lead.
And that's what an elite quarterback will do. He simply got the edge, and he was able to get in there. But that reinforces the importance of not turning the ball over. We turned the ball over down here on the 10-yard line on that pass, and it turned into a touchdown.
They go 90 yards. Extra point is good. So Colleyville trails, not unlike last week, by 4 points. They'll get the football back when we return to the Star in Frisco. Back in just a moment. Specializing in insurance for self-employed, small businesses, contractors, families, and individuals. Tailor-made PPO health insurance. Reach out for alternative solutions this open enrollment. The team at Unified Health Advisors is ready to score a touchdown for you.
I've got one. Would you rather eat at Costa Vida and not be allowed to talk, or you can talk, but you're not allowed to eat your sweet pork burrito? Oh, really funny, guys.
Costa Vida means a fresh take on classic Mexican, like hand-rolled tortillas, sweet pork burritos, and honey habanero salsa made from scratch.
I'm gonna go order a sweet cinnamon tortilla. Want one?
Redefine your favorite Mexican food. Escape to Costa Vida today.
Back at the Star in Frisco, Emerson leads Colleyville 14-10. 8:53 to play in the first half, and Colleyville dominated Gary the early part of this game, but Frisco Emerson has stormed right back to take a 4-point lead.
Yeah, just like last year, it looked like the snowball effect was about to take place, and Heritage was going to score points upon points. But we got a field goal instead of a touchdown, and then we threw an ill-advised interception down at their 10, which they turned into a touchdown, and now we have a football game.
Golden receives it at the 6-yard line. He'll work to the left-hand side across the 20 and now push down at the 24-yard line, and that's where Colleyville, actually they'll mark it at the 25. That's where Colleyville will take over. They got 75 yards to try and take this lead back.
And yeah, most of the time the deep returner is Hayden Golden, but this time Ty Golden getting the catch on the kickoff.
Yeah, Hayden's running wind sprints because he's being covered man-to-man, and looks like he's no longer – yeah, he is down here man-to-man against number 10. That's a mismatch all day.
2 receivers spread to either side. Valahi to the left of Ulrich. Snap back, drops back to throw. Looking left. Got a man over the middle. He'll run. Got a little bit of room. Fakes a pass. Beats the defender. Turns the corner and picks up 9 yards on the carry out to the 34-yard line. 2nd and 1 for Colleyville.
Guys, you might hate me for saying this, but that was very Kyler Murray-esque right there.
The little flip like he was throwing the football to someone?
I mean, that whole play, it looks like he's going to go down, the pocket's collapsing, he gets out, outruns the defender, gets to the boundary.
That's an Arizona Cardinal fan talking.
Hey, shh.
Oh, it was. Hey, I think Kai Pruitt is working the referees here. Look at his jersey. He got held last time. So
it's way up on his pad, on his shoulder pad.
Most of the time they make you fix that.
2nd and short for the Panthers from the 34. Snap back Ulrich right up the middle. First down yardage, and he pushes it out to they'll mark it at the 39, and that's the Colleyville Heritage Panther.
First down. Gary, you saw the shoelaces?
Oh, he was one hand away from taking that to the house, Doug.
And he knows it, too, as he hits the ground.
Very well designed, so it's good. They know that it's there, so now they've got to put those 6 and 7 guys into the box. They've got 4 and 2. See, that's 6 guys in the box.
Sometimes the thing to do is run at the best player. Make him hold his position. Ulrich wants to throw, looking to his right this time. Pruitt, and this is the intended receivers on. He's going to put on a little show. Pruitt never got inside of him to try and catch that, Gary. He had good inside position on the throw.
Well, that's the one that had held him last time, so the guy is playing him tight, and that's their best cornerback. Go somewhere else. Their other 3 guys can't defend your other 3 wide receivers.
Yeah, guys, right now we're not seeing Braden Blewett on the field, so maybe they're trying to save him more for the defensive side as they have Zach Sogan on the far side at receiver by himself out there.
Hillard, Golden, and Pruitt to the near side. Sogan to the far side. From the shotgun, Ulrich takes the snap, looking down the middle. Now to the right, goes up over the top. Golden's getting pushed, and he threw it out of bounds. And Colleyville looks a little bit off of their game right now.
You know, Ulrich likes to throw on the run. That's what he's really good at. He likes to get the good players out in space. But, guys, right now there's no space for these players to go. So receivers got to start getting open. Maybe hit the slant routes, the post routes across the middle.
Where has success been? It's been the post route.
Everything across the middle has worked. Everything outside, guys, has not worked.
Right back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10 for Colleyville from their own 39. Blitz looks like it's coming. They come with a blitz, picked up. Ulrich to look and run. Now he's circling back. Got nowhere to go. And he throws it up and out of bounds, and that's a smart play by Luke Ulrich. And he did get it back to the line of scrimmage, so it won't be an intentional grounding. Was he getting tired there? Because he had this whole side of the field to run to if he wanted to.
It looked like it, but I don't think he could get to this side of the field how tired he was, how much he'd already ran.
No, number 88 kept contained very, very smartly. He wasn't going to let him go. Otherwise, Doug, he had a whole – look at the replay here. See how 88 keeps that contained? Very well done.
Had 88 not had that contained, yes, you're right. Ulrich probably could have taken off for another 15, 20 yards downfield.
Well, I think Blewett took a hit when he was playing corner on a tackle when one of his teammates came in and got him.
Nice kick by Ulrich. Hits at the 27, bounces forward, and it's going to roll out of bounds right around the 20. And that's where the Mavericks will take over. 7:35 to play in the first half, and they have a 4-point lead, 14 to 10. And gentlemen, Colleyville looks a little bit, I don't even know how to say it. They're just not on their game right now the way that they were when they started this game.
Well, I agree with that. It's been one or two just outages in terms of being in position and not making a tackle or not being disciplined and keeping the edges. If they can keep the edges, then they can shut this offense down.
And, yeah, the momentum has definitely went away from Colleyville after the first, 5-6 minutes or so. It's definitely on the other side now.
Michael Hawkins takes the snap, hands off, left side. Coming this way, and the tackle is made by Rapolo. First time we've called his name tonight, along with Madden Williams. The runner was Cameron Lockhart.
And he's their leading rusher, Doug, so that was a really good play. We had 3 guys, and they all kept the edge contained, gave up 2 yards, and now they're behind the chains.
2nd down and 10 for the Mavericks. They'll send 5 receivers. Empty backfield for Hawkins. Looks like it's going to be a throw. He's looking to his left. Now he's running up into the pocket. Throws it over the middle. It's caught. Luckily, it's caught with the receiver falling down. Otherwise, that could have gone to the house for the Mavericks.
Yeah, guys, and now the far side corner is Alex
the flag.
Burke.
There's a flag.
There it is, down at the 23-yard line. We had the ref, Mike. Let's see what he has to say.
Hopefully this is huge for Colleyville. Looks like the official's not going anywhere, otherwise he would have picked it up. This has got to be on the Mavericks.
We have illegal touching, number 15. The receiver was covered on the line of scrimmage and caught the ball. It's a 5-yard penalty, loss of down. 3rd down.
Huge penalty and a great call. And I say this not to pump up the officials, but the fact that they caught that is a good catch. High school officials don't always see those.
Yeah, that's a really big break for Heritage. A turnover, a drive-killing penalty, all those things. That was huge, and they got Heritage there in a breakdown, and the safety went over to help the number 1 receiver up at the sidelines, and that if that guy had caught the ball standing up, that was a touchdown.
And that's
Yes,
a
I
30-yard difference from where the ball would have been. Loss of down makes it 3rd and 14. Stay on side. They will take time. 9 seconds left on the play clock. Changing the play up front. Now, I don't know how the linemen are able to move like that. Hawkins wants to throw. He's going to run now. He's got room. There's a hole.
Good.
Hawkins still running. He thinks he's going to go the whole way. He's going to get run out of bounds.
Leave him alone.
And Burgess gets him late. And one of the two photographers, it looks like bowling down there.
The photographers and the official both went down.
And Hawkins may be hurt on a play that isn't going to even matter.
Camera guy's slow to get up, but he is now on his feet. And the funny thing there, I mean, it's obviously not funny, but whenever the camera guy went down, he's holding the camera up. You know, he's worried.
You can see the hole. We're watching it right now. Rapolo basically got almost tackled.
And it looked like they held him on the play before that as well. So now finally getting that call as well is huge.
And that's one of the keys is can they block our outside speed rush? They've got some pretty good beef up front. They're not tall, but they've got a lot of girth. And so Rapolo and Cole ought to be able to use their speed to get to the quarterback. The problem with that is if he steps up and there's not anything in the interior, this guy's gone.
I heard an interesting stat yesterday from Kyle Yeomans, who was on the call for Brad Sham on the Dallas Cowboys radio network, that Micah Parsons has not had a hold on him called in 2 games.
Well,
you kind of go, what?
That last sack he made, he couldn't have been held. Nobody
blocked it.
He was untouched.
Good point. 3rd down and long. Hawkins wants to throw. Looking up the middle. Got a man out to the side. Oh, he dropped the football right in front of Hebeson, who was there, I think, to make the play with no problem. And it's 4th down and the better part of, what county are we in? Collin County.
Absolutely huge play. That's a stop, although I'm not sure that we did much to stop them. They stopped themselves. But we get the ball back with 6:12 to go, and we get the ball to open the second half. So potentially we can take some time off the clock, get a touchdown, and then get the ball back again.
Yeah, it's one of those plays where he heard the footsteps.
Should be good field position as Burgess has placed himself at the 40-yard line of Emerson. Low snap. Oh! Almost blocked, and lucky for Colleyville, doesn't hit anybody. It's going to be down right around the 45, I think, when everything is said and done. It will get to the 46. Someone came across, it may have been Hebeson, that maybe just caught the tip of the kicker's toe, but he didn't fall down.
Special play. He did not get the block. He did not run into the punter. He made it a contested kick, which was awesome. So that kid's been taught well, and I'm not surprised. His brother's playing football at Rice, so that's a very smart family.
Yes, that's my good buddy Jagger Hebeson.
Wait. He's got the moves like Jagger. He's got the moves like Jagger.
They don't play that on the rap station. I'm sorry.
All right, maybe Doug should stick to play-by-play.
Never heard it.
Looks like they're going to come hard from the left side. Ulrich hands it off inside. Sione Valehi, and Valehi's pulled down after an 8-yard gain. I don't think he was ever down.
That's why
he was on top of a guy.
That's why he kind of got up and took another few steps.
Officials did blow it dead after an 8-yard run. Colleyville across the 40 to the 38-yard line of the Mavericks.
Man, very nice hole. I think I could have gotten through that hole. The left guard and left tackle. Hey, guys, work with me, man.
Hold on now, Gary.
I'm trying to give the offensive line some pub, and you guys just won't let them have it.
All right, go ahead.
We're just trying to figure out how you did it and incorporated yourself into the pub. Timeout on the field. 5:26 to play. Emerson leads at 14-10. Back to the Star in Frisco after this timeout.
Professional headshots for the modern executive. In studio or on location. Relaxed, fun, and comfortable environment. Let Tracy capture the headshot that will get you noticed at Metroplex Headshots. Discover the power this team packs with their diverse backgrounds and award-winning talents. Choose Marcantel and Gilchrist Real Estate Group for your real estate buying and selling needs, specializing in Southlake and Westlake. $1 billion plus in career sales.
Reset where we are.
Speaking of the Hebeson family, just saw them on the Jumbotron or the big
Really?
screen. Yes.
Colleyville with an empty backfield. Luke Ulrich in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the high side, 2 to the near side. Snap. Ulrich will run. Spins and gets the first down, and I believe we're going to have a hold on Colleyville. This one is going to come back. So now they're going to start calling holds on everybody.
Well, now that one's particularly frustrating to me because the referee threw the penalty on a guy who may or may not have been holding. It had nothing to do with the play. Absolutely nothing to do with the play.
Out of the game goes number 24. That's Nicholas Wankami, and coming in for him is number 27, Siona Valahi. Getting those fresh legs in there, in which Colleyville has a host of running backs that they can put in there with fresh legs, which really helps your run game.
2nd down and 12 for Colleyville after the 10-yard holding penalty. This time 2 receivers to either side. Valahi to the left of Ulrich. Snap back, looking to throw left, now right. Got a man up over the middle. Caught! Golden! He breaks a tackle, and he's going to take it to the house! Touchdown, Colleyville, and that play works one more time, and they've regained the lead.
Hey, guys, that's the play we saw last week exactly. And this time, Golden didn't have to take a shot to the ribs. He scored a touchdown just like he did against Argyle at the end of that game.
I feel sorry for the Frisco Emerson guy, number 10, Kennedy Breedlove. He's giving it his all, but he's a linebacker. He's only 156 pounds. Hayden is all of 190, and that might be cheating him out of some. That's a grown man. He cannot defend him by himself.
Zucker to try and complete the touchdown with the extra point. PAT is up, away, and it is good. And just like that, from 52 yards out, Ulrich to Golden, and Colleyville back in front by 3, 17-14. Back to the Ford Center at the Star after this quick timeout.
Become the best athlete you can be. Pure Performance will help you get stronger, faster, more explosive, lose weight, get out of pain, and be in the best shape of your life. Pure Performance, the best strength and conditioning gym in Colleyville. Bev Young's secret to success is simple, but it works. Every client is treated as if they're the only client, guided from beginning to end to ensure a smooth transaction. Reach out to her team and see for yourself. You've got a friend in Whitekurt Realtors, Bev Young and Associates.
Colleyville leads it 17-14. We're back live at the Star in Frisco, the world headquarters of the Dallas Cowboys. This is their practice facility and the home of Frisco ISD football. Ryan Zuckert sets it up with a 3-step drop at the 40-yard line. He'll pop this one up in the air. It's going to come down at the 28. Colleyville's got a man there. What a play! Who was that? Well, the guy who just caught the touchdown can also catch people's feet. Golden with the tackle and a loss of yards after the reception.
And I'm very happy he made that tackle because after he scored, I didn't get a chance to say congrats to Luke Ulrich on getting his offer from UNT. But who says the playoffs are not important? You think Hayden Golden might wind up with an offer after the way he has performed in the last 2 games?
You would think he'd have some already, right?
I hope Duquesne University is listening.
Do you know anyone there?
A few folks.
Hawkins back in the pistol. Waits for the snap. He's got it. He'll throw right side. Caught on that side. And pushing out of bounds is Alex Burke. They're giving a lot of respect over there on that side of the field. And the reception was by, was it Kylan Evans? Nope, it's number 11. Sorry, I only saw one. Agape Lawrence.
It was 14, Doug.
Oh, 14?
Yes.
I can't even see that far. Kelton Wafer.
Yeah, Hayden West is out of the game. He was injured earlier in the year. I hope he's not injured now.
Quick throw over to the left-hand side. Jaden Hall gets off of the block and is able to, with Bryson Burgess, make the stop, but not until the Mavericks are able to push it forward for a first down, and that was a catch by Cameron Newborn, their senior wide receiver.
But that was a big-time play by Jaden Hall. I love how he got off that block, and he came in with bad intentions. Be careful on that screen because number 2 will fake like he's blocking, and he will go, and he will be wide open.
Sure love for Jaden Hall to put his mouthpiece in. Hawkins wants to throw. He is caught, and that's Rapolo with the sack. Marco Rapolo drops him somewhere around the Mediterranean.
One of the keys was whether their left offensive tackle, who's not tall but has a lot of girth, can protect against the speed of Rapolo, and that time he had no shot.
Yeah, guys, Jacob Rapolo, the senior defensive lineman, we've seen him in the action all year long and finally getting the sack. We haven't seen him get a sack in a few games, I believe, so finally getting after it, getting him a big one here.
Another guy who might be on the radar screen for college coaches.
2nd and 15 for the Mavericks. Game clock is at 4 minutes. Play clock's at 10 seconds. 2 receivers to either side. Michael Hawkins, the quarterback, looking left. He'll run up the middle on a quarterback design draw, and this is going to be long for a first down. He may go farther. Burgess pulls him down. Nice job by Bryson Burgess. Colleyville's got to be ready for that. They got to spy this guy. I don't know how you do it if you don't put some people on islands, Gary, but he clearly has the ability to run with power and speed.
Hey, what you can do, I can do better. I've got a guy who can run. You've got a guy who can run, and we're going to have to just execute, as you say. Put a spy on him, and you got to make the play.
Back to the line of scrimmage. It looks like the inside receiver's offsides. He lined up at least on the football, if not ahead of it. 1 yard run. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Mavericks.
Nice tackle by number 38, who is?
That's Lloyd.
Lloyd. Big-time play. The edge containment is critical, but you not only have to have edge containment, you've got to make the tackle, and he made a very short tackle that time.
Yeah, in this second quarter, the success that we've seen has come from the QB run. I mean, there haven't been many big passes besides the 8-yard ones you mentioned, Doug, so just the QB run, you got to be ready for it.
Hawkins takes the snap, wants to look left to throw. He's got a man wide open at the 30. Caught.
Get the ball out.
And Colleyville is going to gang tackle, but it's a first down. And that was a completion to Kylan Evans.
Really good offensive execution by Frisco Emerson. They figured that we've now got 5 guys in the box and we're coming after him. We were in a soft zone. That wide receiver found the soft spot, and they took what we gave them. Good execution.
Well, clearly our defensive coordinator, who's also our head coach, Jerry Edwards, has decided he's going to give up a little room. Nice play. Jacob Marco Rapolo, another sack. He will have none of that run-pass option, Gary.
On Huddle, he's going to go get that piece of film and put it up all next year when this guy is playing for Oklahoma. Look at the play I made against this guy.
Yeah, he was very patient right there. Obviously, read option, you can either hand it off to the running back or the quarterback's going to take it, and he didn't allow either one, guys. I think had it gone to the running back, he still would have got him down. So really good play there by him, being patient and keeping his eyes focused.
Jerry Edwards takes a timeout. We'll take it with him. 2:09 to play in the half. Colleyville by 3. Back in a moment.
Leading every generation to know and follow Jesus. It's still early in the game. Don't throw a Hail Mary. Get started now. Set up a free informational meeting with Lisa Bain-Grossman of The Right Approach as she helps you get to the goalpost with creating a sure-win application essay for college.
Back once again in Frisco, Texas. Colleyville leads the Emerson Mavericks 17-14. Normally I like Maverick, like in Top Gun Maverick, but tonight I like Panthers better than I like Mavericks. Mavericks is a horse? Is that what the Dallas Mavericks logo? Isn't it a horse?
It is.
Plus
Correct.
UTA. There's too many Mavericks in the area, if you ask me. And nobody's asking. 5 receivers will flood the pattern for Michael Hawkins.
So you need a spy.
2nd down and 13. Hawkins looking to his right, wants to throw. Got a man in the middle. He'll run. He's got room across the 30 to the 20 and run out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that is going to be enough for an Emerson first down.
So Doug, here's what's happening. They can't block our rush, but we don't have anybody that's getting the quarterback, so he's just saying, okay, well, I'm going to take off, and that's what's happening. I expect an adjustment coming either here or after halftime. They're going to put a spy on him, and I think it's going to be number 38, Doug.
2:01 to play as he gets out of bounds. They've got it inside the red zone at the 15. Hawkins has got it back to his left. He'll take the snap and hand it off up the middle. Colleyville is there, and playing Superman's cape on the back of the runner was the big fella, Evan Naeda.
And guys, I mentioned it, them running with the running back has not been very successful. But when they run the quarterback, that's what works. I mean, it's tough to stop the quarterback. He's got long legs, big kid, but I mean, that's going to be the key to winning this one.
And interesting here that Jerry Edwards takes another timeout. We'll keep it right here, but He's trying to preserve some time if Colleyville gives up a score to be able to have this offense back on the field.
Okay, yeah, it looks like Colleyville has 2 timeouts left. I was struggling. Normally there's a little straight line.
They should only have 1.
Well, it says timeouts left.
I understand what it says, but there should have one because they just called one a moment ago, and now they just called this one.
Yeah, it says that each team is. Oh, there you go.
Right,
Changes.
there you go.
So
okay.
Emerson has 2 timeouts, and Colleyville has 1 timeout left.
By the way, what line are you looking at?
You see it just to the left
see
of
next
the
to the
CHHS.
Texas Lottery, it says 1, TOL.
Oh,
1.
yeah, 2 and 1. Okay,
right.
all right, fair enough. Fair enough.
So I think you're right. If Heritage gets, I mean, we've demonstrated we can get the ball with 32 seconds to go, and we can kick a field goal, right? So I think that's what we're trying to say is can we get a stop and get the ball?
And we saw it just before half last week, Gary. We saw that Colleyville didn't have very much time. What was it 3 plays they made?
Right.
Zucker hit the field goal that went in the locker
29
room.
seconds.
Right.
Yeah, that's all they need. This is the Patrick Mahomes Kansas State Chiefs offense.
Let's be on the side of defense hold up this time. Second down from the 14 for the Mavericks. Hawkins in the shotgun. Empty backfield. He's got plenty of room to run. He'll take off, and he's going to score easily. And that's, well, there was no pass, so I guess you can block downfield.
The benefit of Colleyville here on this one's there's still a minute 43 left, so they got to put together a good drive here before the end of the half.
The hard part about it is, in my opinion, that if you are going to allow them to run like that, they're never going to put the ball in the air again.
Well, you've got to make a strategic decision. I think they'll make the decision in the second half that we're not going to rush him as hard. Make him beat us throwing from in the pocket, and I don't think he can do that.
Emerson scores. Snapback is high. Field or extra point is up, and it is good. So they have retaken a 21-17 lead over Colleyville. And as good as this defense has been throughout this year, the only thing that has stopped Emerson in the last 4 drives has been Emerson.
That is correct. And, I mean, guys, I keep talking about it. I know it's repetitive, but the QB run. I mean, what do you do? Do you send the whole house after him and hope for the best? Because if he gets away, he's gone.
That's what we're doing now.
I mean, there has to be an answer, and whatever we're doing now is not quite the answer.
It is you rush your defensive ends, but everybody else rushes half, and you keep him in the pocket, and you make him beat you throwing from in the pocket. And I don't think they're capable of doing that.
Colleyville sends their kick return team out on the field, 1:43 to go, so they got plenty of time. We have not seen Braden Blewett on offense.
He was in on the last possession.
He was? Okay.
Yes.
And guys, a little side note. I was here last week for Jason Witten's team, which is Argyle Liberty Christian, and I mean, the stands were dead, guys. There was no energy, no nothing. The energy's been cranking in here. We see all the fans dancing and stuff, so we know there's a lot of energy in this one.
He was never known as a partier.
Well, his team's pretty dang good.
You know, they are.
And they're playing for the championship tonight, I believe.
There you go. Here comes the kickoff. Right-footed, end-over-end kick is going to go. Let it go. Oh, it bounced the other way. Golden's got it. Across the 20. Makes a move to the outside, and a nice tackle there to the 25-yard line. Is that number 3 that made the tackle? Mateus Machado. Looked like it was going to go out of bounds, Gary, and it took a little
a little side spin
little side spin with the sand wedge, the way he hit that ugly kickoff.
I am just super impressed with Hayden Golden. He is making smart plays all over the place. It would have been very easy for him to just take his eyes off that thing and saying it's going out of bounds, and it didn't, but he did not, and he picked up another 10 yards.
First down for Colleyville at the 25. They've got 75 yards for pay dirt. Snap back. Ulrich wants to throw, going over the top. He's got Blewett. He's getting face guarded, and he still makes the catch.
Goodness gracious, he makes the big catch right over the head of the defender.
10, 20, 33 yards on the pitch and catch. Blewett with great concentration. Surprised there was no flag. Colleyville back to the line of scrimmage, clock to run. Snap back. Ulrich wants to throw again. Goes the same way. This time it's a shorter route. Blewett's got it, and he's pushed out of bounds. They say he was inbounds. He was stopped. It'll be a first down. They should stop the clock on the first down. They do.
They continue to play him man-to-man, and I would continue going to him.
Down to the 32. Plenty of room over there. Maybe a hitch route here. Emerson decides to call a timeout and stop what Colleyville was doing, which moved the football in 2 plays down to the 32. We'll take a timeout. 1:11 to play on the clock. Colleyville trails by 4. Back in a moment.
Are you serious about your golf game? We are. From playing on tour to more than 25 years of teaching experience, the staff at McMillan Golf understands there is not one way to swing a golf club. Using video analysts, teaching aids, and drills, the staff will customize your learning experience to fit your level of play. Individual, group, and playing lessons are available. Come now to the McMillan Golf Academy.
Colleyville's got the football at the 32-yard line, trying to come back and put points on the board. They kicked off to begin the game, so they'll get the football back when we come back after halftime, but we got 1:11 or 71 seconds to go till then. Ulrich from the shotgun, 17 seconds left on the play clock.
It's run
He'll
numbers.
take the snap, throws it out right side, caught by Hillard, and Hillard will run it out of bounds at the 22, and that's another Colleyville Heritage Panther.
First down. And guys, I'm thinking this Colleyville offense, they're going quick, but you almost might want to slow it down.
Doug would say no.
We know they're capable of big plays, and I know they'll probably slow it down as they go to eat the clock away.
You don't want to slow anything down until you're in the end zone. If you're going to slow it down at any time, it's on the extra point.
Hey, guys, it's a game of adjustments. Frisco Emerson has taken number 10 off of Hayden Golden and put number 31 Elijah White, which I think is a good move, so let's see. And they've got safety help on the top on Blewett. So it's a run formation. Look at this.
Ulrich again wants to throw right side. He's getting rushed. Get rid of the football. And no, he takes a huge sack.
Guys, there were two defensive linemen there with one linebacker. That's one where you get the ball, plant your feet, and take off, and he would have gotten 15 yards without being touched.
They have that contain on him, and what does that go down as? Because he technically wasn't down right there, was he? Kind of threw the ball down.
They said he was stopped. He wants to throw from the 45, going right-hand side. Golden can't pull it down. The defender fell down, but Golden was not able to come down with it. And this is now going to be third down in Collin, Denton, and Tarrant County to go.
So if they show that two-man front again, pull it down, run, and you can get to about the 30, the 25, and we'll get a field goal and move on with life.
But in that aspect, if that's what the plan is, you want to there's 38 seconds left. Plenty of time. Colleyville to throw. Ulrich looking forward. Can't find anybody. He's got plenty of time. Plenty of time.
He's got room.
He's got lots of room. Lots of room and a blocker. Follow your blocking. Now he breaks to the left. He's got it back. He jumps a guy. And he's all the way inside the 18-yard line. Luke Ulrich with about a 30-yard run. He probably went 60 to get 30.
Yeah, that was really impressive. We know that's what he's been capable of. We've seen him do it a couple times this year already.
13 seconds left. Jerry Edwards is going to call a timeout. Now, I would love to get the touchdown. No question about it. But I think you need to come away with points here.
So the ball is at the 23-yard line, which makes it a 40-yard field goal.
Oh! Did you see that block? Oh, my gosh. Rodriguez flattened, pancaked. What is it? What's the pancake place where you IHOP the guy?
IHOP, Waffle House.
He IHOP'd him. No, not Waffle House. He IHOP'd him.
Hey, I like Waffle House.
I got to come. That's a good one. When you pancake somebody, it's called an IHOP block.
IHOP. So I hopped them.
So from a strategy standpoint, without a timeout left, if you had one timeout, I would come up to the line of scrimmage and see if they give you a man look. If they give you a man look, then I would take a shot to Blewett, and I would risk the field goal because I think Blewett comes down with either the ball or an interference call. But without a timeout, you can't run that because you have to move the ball back if you took the penalty, and it goes from 40 to 45, which I think is a big difference.
Well, that's not going to happen because Ryan Zuckert is on for the 36-yard field goal attempt from the far hash. He's got plenty of leg from this distance. They put seconds back on the clock. Snap is good. Graves with a good hold. Kick is up, and it splits the uprights. And that would have been good from 45 or 50.
The world needs to know Ryan Zuckert is my nephew, folks. I want y'all to know that.
All right. The world knows it now.
You know it.
He's your nephew?
He is my nephew.
I love it. Didn't know that.
Reed trains that young man both
I know he trains
on
him.
the mental side, on the physical side. We love that family. And that,
so basically what you're saying is there's some pride oozing up here in the booth right now.
That kid is a gritter.
Well, I called him Riley at one point and didn't realize during the season that he has a sister named Riley.
And she is here, and she's a world-class jiu-jitsu person. I would not do that, Doug. Yes, she was on Team USA in jiu-jitsu.
Oh, nice.
Interesting. All right.
Well, while I'm thinking about that, you guys keep talking, and I'm going to go ahead and try and find out where I can update the score.
Hey, Trey, what about us getting the ball, a minute 16 to go, and literally getting down, almost getting a touchdown, but scoring? What does that say about Colleyville's offense?
Yeah, Gary, I can say it's, in I guess a cocky way, it's nothing new. I knew that Colleyville was very capable of that. I know if they had anywhere from probably 20 to, 20 seconds to a minute, I know that they could probably get all the way down the field, especially with a couple timeouts. So doing a really good job there. Everyone just kind of staying disciplined. And Coach Edwards obviously wanted his points, wants to go in the locker room down only a point rather than, down 4. But like you said, Gary, the touchdown would have been risked, high risk reward. You got to take your pick.
And you get the ball back to start the second half.
Pop it up, fair catch at the 25.
So do you prefer them starting at their 25 or their 48?
Yeah, I prefer the 25, and the fair catch eliminates any chance of a return.
And the 25-30 is just about the average starting field
give the
position
shout
for
out
Emerson.
to the special teams coordinator. They have worked their butts off this past week.
What Colleyville, though, has to do here is make sure that they don't give up a huge play.
In which they're bringing in Hayden Golden and Ty Golden. And it looks like they'll put Burgess back deep as well. Kind of play that safety net.
And on the left corner, Zach Sogan is in. So, yes, I agree. It ought to be a prevent because number 2 can go. The only other thing is keep that quarterback. Make him throw the football instead of taking off and running. Because, Trey, to your point, that's been the killers for us. It hadn't been the passes. It's been his feet.
Hawkins will take the snap at the 20. Handoff inside. Looks like they are relegated to taking it to halftime, although there's a quick whistle. I don't know. Why would he blow his hands like there was a timeout? Why would he stop the clock?
The coach is asking the same question.
What are you doing stopping the clock?
They restarted it.
Well, I know that, but he had no business. That was a first down play that went for 3 yards. Why are you stopping the clock? Here I gave him props, and now we got a zebra that hadn't been to first grade.
Coach is asking the same question.
Learn how to call the game. It is halftime from the Ford Center in Frisco, home of the world champion, 5-time world champion Dallas Cowboys. Had to say that because Harrison Ducrow's a big New Orleans Saints fan. Sorry, that's the way it is. Halftime coming up. Both bands will have them for you live. We thank you for joining us. Back in a moment.
Energy, optimum value, serious fitness. Once you've walked through the door at EOS, you'll see why EOS Fitness is the better gym at the better price.
Back halftime. I'll get it changed in a moment, but let's go down to the field. Robert McMillan is there with our halftime report from the sidelines. Robert?
Hey, Doug, this is exactly what we thought it was going to be. The old saying, the Bears are exactly who we thought they were. Well, this is exactly who we thought they were. The quarterback is very good and very quick, and it's a slugfest, and I think it will continue to be that way. If Colleyville can get a bit more pressure on the quarterback, I think this could be very good night for Colleyville, but it's been very evenly matched on both sides of the ball. Been a great time down here.
Did you say we thought the Bears were who they were?
The Bears are who we thought they were, right?
So is it a city bear or a country bear?
Definitely a city bear.
All right, very good. Thank you, Robert McMillan, for that quick report from the sideline. Let's go down to the field. Pride of Colleyville Heritage High School. It's the Panther Marching Band.
Panthers would like to thank our title sponsor, 730. Panthers would also like to thank our premier sponsor, Chick-fil-A Love Field, and our platinum sponsor, European Wax Center, Import Car Center, and the Garden. Next is the Colleyville Heritage Panther Marching Band. Tonight, they will perform their spirit show, including the hay song, sleigh ride, and the flight song. The band is under the leadership of woodwind captain Toby Panera, brass captain Owen Montiel, percussion captains David Hoff and our chief Ira Bauer, diamonds captains Lily Heilecker and Kayla Smith, logistics captain Ayan Shagan, drum majors Madeline Shepard, Tammy Bott, Caleb Taylor, and Elizabeth Trevor. The band is under the direction of Cody Haddock, Carson Beer, Sean Wright, and Nick Woodhead, and Dr. Martin Gador. The CAG's band would like to thank their generous sponsor, Feedstore Party, Higginbottom Insurance and Financial Services, Van Harrison LLP, and Gilman Lodge Contract. Once again, let's hear it for the Colleyville Heritage High School Premier Marching Band and the Varsity Premier Panthers Dance Team. And let's go Panthers!
Ladies and gentlemen, stand up, get loud, and ring those cowbells and let's welcome to the field the award-winning 2023-2024 Emerson High School Majestics. The Majestics are under the direction of Amanda Birch and Holly Whitfield. Majestic social officers are Sophomore Sergeant Bennett Webster, Sophomore Sergeant Abby Hammer, Junior Sergeant Taylor Thompson, and Senior Sergeant Savannah Maxwell. The Majestic Dance officers are Sophomore Lieutenant Callie Petty, Senior Lieutenant Anna Delia Marcano, Senior Lieutenant Peyton Adams, First Lieutenant Sydney Cox, and Captain Faith Quaid. The Majestic of the Week is Easton Quaid. Sunshine of the Week is Riley Hazelwood. The Teacher of the Week is Coach Smith. Enjoy as the Majestics perform their pop routine to Runaway Baby. Majestics team managers are Sarah Schmitz and Addison Wimberly. The Majestics would like to thank their families, teachers, administrators, and the EHS Majestics Booster Club for their support this football season. A special thank you to the Emerson Band for playing our fabulous music and sharing the field with us. Go Mavericks!
And now, tonight's entertainment continues with the Emerson High School Marching Band. Please welcome to the field from Majors, Nisha Janu, Nishan Jajuri, Kayla Sinapita, Taisha Kasharma, as they celebrate the festive season with some holiday music. Next, the Emerson Band will perform Alive and Amplified. One more time, let's hear it for the Emerson High School Marching Band. The Emerson Band is under the direction of Brent Roberts, Kelsey Dunn, Sebastian Lopez, Ryan Ayala, and Ashley Peterson, with assistance from student teacher Sabrina Allen. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your marching band, and let's go Mavericks!
We had a lot of decent music at halftime, and it continues here. Is this Neil Diamond? Neil Diamond rolling here at the Star in Frisco. Great showing by the Colleyville fans on the far side. I see the better part of 6 sections. And I'm going to say there's at least 120 seats in each section. So we got 1,000 people from Colleyville that have ventured out to cheer on this Panther football program as they try to reach the state semifinals for the first time in school history. Alongside Gary Harrison Ducrow, Trey Francis, I'm Doug Branch. Robert McMillan has been joining us from the sidelines. Colleyville trails it, guys, by a point, 21-20. I think that's I'm not big into moral victories, but I think that's a really good showing for them, considering the amount of personnel changes we have seen.
Was it not the score to the halftime of the game last night, Cowboys-Seahawks?
Was it 21-20?
I believe it was a 1-point game. So maybe when we hope this turns out in the same fashion that that game did. I mean, nice and exciting.
They got 2 kickers I'm looking at down here. Trey, keep your eyes on them. See what their range looks like. Right now they're at 40.
One of them just missed a second ago. I didn't see.
Oh, they've got a young lady that kicks.
Yeah, I was telling you about it earlier. Number 32. That's Libby Pantuzo.
Let's see if she's got 25 in her. Not quite.
Almost.
Well, that was 35 actually.
Oh, well, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, the other two's got about 45 yards range.
So yesterday, the score at halftime was the Seahawks were leading 21-20, and the Cowboys came back to win 41-35.
Well, if that's good karma, then that's the kind of karma we want.
And you mentioned already we're playing in the Cowboys headquarters, very nice facility. And guys, we got to talk about this food for just a minute. I mean, we just ate like kings. And we haven't gotten food very much this season, but that was very good. Doug, what were your thoughts on the food that you wolfed down on? Because you didn't take a breath, I saw.
Dude, not even one. And for about 5 minutes.
And Gary's laughing over here, but he didn't take a breath either.
You know the funny thing? Had it been served to me in a funnel, it would have gone down just the way that it did in the plate. I just tilted the plate up and pushed.
Oh, my goodness. That's disturbing, guys.
And there was some decent meat. There was some really tasty chicken, and the vegetables were
chicken.
Yeah. Thank you to the staff here at the Ford Center at the Star. We know lots of them very well. We appreciate not only the technical aspect, but the connoisseurs that they are in cooking food, and that's over at what they call the table.
The training table.
Training table. I've eaten at the training table.
Training table. They got some good stuff over there.
Back in the day when I was working up here on a regular basis, spent some time over there at the training table. That is good food. Players.
That's not Legends. Is that still considered Legends or no?
I think the table is Legends. The training table is Legends. Yeah, everything is Legends. Come on.
Everything's legendary.
Everything's legendary. Colleyville trails by 1. They will get the football here as we kick off the second half, but we have had the officials return to the field. Both teams are back on the field, but it does not look like we are within seconds of getting started again, as we have kickers from the other side still on the field, warming up. Looks like they've got 45-yard range for sure.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a couple of kickers and then a young lady who is kicking. But I don't know if that's how many young ladies they have in high school football at this level in Texas.
Number 32, Libby Pantuzo, 5'2", listed at 135, senior.
I'm okay.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her that they put the weight on. That could have been a TBD. You know, the ladies are always concerned about the weight. She's like, no, I'm 5'2", $135, and I can kick it.
I respect that. I mean,
absolutely.
Football is no easy sport. You know, you come out here and you play hard. And as a kicker, y'all know sometimes you got to make the tackle as well.
Watching the halftime highlights that were presented by the Texas Lottery, that was a big hit right there. I didn't see who did it.
It was Burgess
that knocked it out.
Golden knocked that out.
I needed to see another replay.
Ryan Kelleher didn't quite get low enough on a chance he had to run over a guy.
Shout out
Colleyville has been very good. Go ahead.
Shout out to the EVS operator over there, Derek. He taught me a few weeks ago how to run the system, so I ran the replays last week here for the second half of the game. And had we not been here, I probably would have been doing the same thing tonight.
He put this package together.
The halftime highlights melt. And hey, you just wait till later. We got the plays of the game brought to you by the University of North Texas, which is my school and my employer.
Well underthrown on them. We just got to see the interception. I didn't see it because my head was down.
And there's a difference in the first half. Instead of Heritage getting a touchdown, we gave up a 90-yard drive, and that's 14 points of a swing.
Wrong direction. Well, there were lots of highlights on both sides, and we're getting a chance to see the 52-yard pitch and catch. Hayden Goldbrook, 2 tackles. Tell you what, that play for 2 weeks has been really good or really bad, but really good most of the time.
Yeah, last week we know we had the 4th and 10 there at the end of the ball game, and Colleyville had to convert, and they did just that. Ulrich to Golden making the big play.
What a catch that was coming right into your living room if you had it. Actually, and you will be able to see it, folks. We are recording the in-house broadcast here, so we'll put this together with our audio. Maybe have it out Monday or Tuesday where if you want to watch the game again in its entirety. They never have told me in replay you can't do. Can't do it live, but
that's right. And we also do have to say that this is still audio only because the UIL owns the rights, so you'll only be listening to us. You won't be able to see any video
own
now.
the rights.
Well,
Bally's owns the UIL distributes the rights.
Don't they technically
Bally's
own
owns the rights because they're the first rights holder. They paid for the right to do any broadcast.
Is it
if
Bally's?
They don't,
I think they're at the top.
No, Bally's is at the top. If they don't take it, then it goes then to NFHS. NFHS has the rights to the broadcast. If they take it, then the rest of us can only do radio.
And which I didn't know this, but NFHS also has a partnership with Dave Campbell's Texas High School Football, and they have some sort of deal that they work out where I think most of the rights turn over to Dave Campbell's for a majority of the games, which is interesting.
However that works, that works. But we are here on behalf of the Colleyville Heritage Panther Booster Club. We appreciate you joining us. I see 75 people still listening online. We're about to get ready here from the beautiful Star in Frisco, Texas. I'm Doug Branch along with Trey Francis, Gary Harrison Ducrow, Robert McMillan normally blowing the horn on the sidelines. He checks in with us occasionally from down there when we can get him.
Do we have him located?
I can see him down there, but he looks like he's really busy. Colleyville is going to switch sides of the field. They are now going from our south to our north. Back deep for Colleyville is Hayden Golden and
Ty Golden.
Ty Golden. So it's the
Golden
Golden
Boys.
Boys back deep. They split themselves between the 12 and 8-yard line, near side to far side. Here comes the kickoff. It's going to come down at the 5 and bounce up in the air. Not sure why he didn't just call for a fair catch.
Oh, that's a block in the back.
Yep, there it comes.
And that would have taken it to the house. Nope. Just don't fumble here.
It was a near house call, but yeah, now it's going to go all the way back, and Colleyville's going to be starting inside their own 10.
Well, and it's a double whammy because Hayden Golden comes up limping a little bit.
Yeah, he's okay.
He took 3 shots to the ribs last week, Gary. I think he can handle whatever just happened to him.
I'll tell you what, he got 2 times, Gary, last week, he got flat lit up. Like they said, go ahead and try to catch it because we're going to come right through you like a train. And they did. The last time he ducked him in the Malachi Crunch. You remember that back in the days?
I don't, but okay.
That's a little before his time, maybe.
No, it's not before his time. Not at all.
Okay, it's before my time, then.
That was a Dukes of Hazzard thing. Probably one not a show, Gary, that you were an aficionado of.
Boss Hog.
Oh, you were. Inside handoff. Valehi breaks it up the middle.
That's a face mask again.
You guys, good to see number 78 in the game for Colleyville on the offensive line, Tristan Rodriguez. We saw him get shaken up early on, but now he's back in there trucking through.
You know, this is the time of the year, guys, that you just have to suck it up, and sometimes you just have to go. And Rodriguez is one of those guys that can absolutely get it. Did you see a face mask?
We saw that. It was not.
It was not? No.
I saw him spin. Second down
close.
and 2 from the 10. Wanting to throw Ulrich, getting pressure. Now he throws it out to the right, and he had Graves out that direction. They're asking for the grounding, but it's not going to be called because Graves was out that direction along with Golden. Oh, they are calling it. Jerry Edwards is at the 14-yard line. And the official, the referee, has come over. And now they're talking about.
Here's the replay.
He throws it, and where does it go out of bounds? Oh, it goes out of bounds right around the 10. Oh, he was there. No, the 10 is way back. It was about the 8 or 9 yard line, which would not have been back to the line of scrimmage.
Which is loss of down, too.
Yep.
Is that right? Tough
Now,
starting field
Colleyville's
position
got
right here.
97 yards to go here. They put themselves in a hole, 3rd down and 12. From the end zone, over the top, blew it. And Ulrich overthrew him. And where we thought Colleyville was going to have a chance to come back, they kind of put their own penalty foot in the wrong direction, and now Luke's going to have to kick it out of the end zone.
They can kind of say they shot themselves in the foot a few times on that drive.
That's what I was trying to say.
Well, that's why I'm here.
But I said they put their foot in their own mess kit, so to speak.
And it's really too bad because first down was an 8-yard gain. You
Yeah,
had
agreed,
2nd
yes.
and 2.
Punting from his own end zone. Ulrich gets it off. And this is not a very good punt. Straight up in the air and out of bounds at the 31. It hit at the 31-yard line out of bounds. And they didn't call it.
They're marking it at 31.
Okay. So one of the probably poorer punts, unfortunately, for Luke Ulrich on the year. It's a really short field.
Now back to
they went
now back to the
24.
24. After the guy on this side marked it at near the 30, 31. That's interesting.
So first down at the 24 for Emerson. They lead by a point, just underway in the 3rd quarter. I need to change that. There you go. Going right, pitching it to the right. Running to the right, first down yardage and pulled down Heveson. That was Izzy Bills on the carry for the Mavericks.
Hey guys, and teams use the run game a lot, and it tires out the defense, gets them really tired. It's tough to keep going. Colleyville's got to put a stand up right here.
Hold them to at least 3. Hawkins takes a snap, pitches it left side, going to Bills one more time, and there's Burgess.
Nice.
Burgess is there, and who came in from inside? Flew in like a jet plane.
Looked like
Heveson buries him, and it's a loss of 2. Colleyville taking them in the right direction now.
So they're starting the second half the same way they started the first half. They're trying to press the edges. We didn't contain on the left edge the first time, and they picked up the first down. That time we did. Now they're behind the change. They lost 3 yards.
And Bills hobbled off right there on that one, currently walking with the trainer down to the training table.
Second down and 13 from the 17-yard line. Michael Hawkins, quick snap. He's going to run right. He's going to have to throw, and this is going to be out of the end zone. Well covered over on the far side was Kelton Wafer.
So an adjustment appears to have been made, guys. Instead of our rush making penetration and going right at where he was, it was more of a controlled rush with contain on the edges and trying to make him beat us throw the football, which I don't think he can do. So hopefully that is the adjustment that they made, and I think it's a very positive one. And we'll see on this next play.
3rd down and 13 once again from the 17-yard line.
Yeah, guys, a big 3rd down here. If I were Emerson, I would think, QB run would probably be the best bet.
Two receivers to either side, motion going far right. Hawkins wants to throw over the middle, got a man, caught it. Touchdown. Kind of a half wheel route. Came out of the backfield was number 8, Cameron Lockhart, and a dime throw from Michael Hawkins gives the touchdown to the Mavericks.
Yeah, excellent play call. They took the wide receiver and put him in motion, which took the safety out from his position. And you're right, it was a kind of middle wheel route right up the field, and it was a great throw and a great catch.
Kick is up, and it is good. So an 8-point lead for the Mavericks. Colleyville will get the football back when we return to the Star in Frisco after these messages from all of our important sponsors.
You have a dream, the dream of having a pool and a backyard oasis. It's time to talk to the professionals at J. Caldwell Custom Pools. From new construction to remodeling, service, and maintenance, J. Caldwell Custom Pools is your custom pool builder and outdoor living design experts. Your dream of having a pool with spas, fountains, and fire features is about to come true. Dive in and find out more at jcaldwellcustompools.com. Proud sponsor of the Colleyville Heritage Panthers.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Colleyville got the football to open the third quarter. They were not able to do anything with it. An unfortunate, not great punt from Luke Ulrich gave good field position to the Mavericks, and they take it in and score. Chip shot. Fair catch. Nicely done there by Landon Dressel.
And they were offsides.
Do you take the offsides penalty and back them up, or do you just take the football at the 34-yard line?
Well, you get a 5-yard penalty on top of it, so I take it at the 39.
Ah, yes, they will get the fair catch and then the penalty.
5 yards from the end of the kick, first down.
Keep forgetting we have his mic. I'm not used to that.
Yep. We sound professional.
That's right. Shout out to the Cowboy staff.
Yes, sir. So the Cowboys, now he caught it at the 33, so it should be 5 yards from there. So the 38-yard line is where Colleyville starts this possession. Plenty of room behind them. They've only got to go 62 yards and then a 2-point conversion to tie it up. Two receivers to the high side, snap back Ulrich, handoff inside Valehi, and he's kind of doing that spin move real quick. He kind of gets to the line of scrimmage, Gary, and does that spin move, and I'm not sure that's necessary.
Well, early on, our offensive line was controlling their defensive line. It appears that that momentum has changed. They're getting back to who they are, which is getting 4 and 5 guys into that line, so the holes aren't there anymore.
I think a nice Hayden Golden post route would be appropriate. Two receivers to either side. Ulrich wants to throw. Got a heavy rush. He's got one guy to beat and not able to do it. And there's a flag coming in late. That's going to be contact. That is not holding. Matter of fact, that came 35 yards.
He launched that sucker.
This guy used to be a baseball player.
Here we go.
I think it's going to be a hold on the defense.
Holding, defense, number 9.
Yeah.
10-yard penalty. Result of the penalty is a first down.
That was one heck of a route by Hayden Golden. He is having an outstanding game, even when he's not getting the ball. So they've made the change. They've taken number 10 off of Hayden because we proved that he couldn't cover. Number 9 is finding it a difficult road to travel as well.
Three receivers will come to the near side, right at the 50-yard line for the Panthers, and a first down. Two receivers to the high side, empty backfield for the Jedi, Luke Ulrich. Snap back, he's going to go right up the middle. Now he breaks left, breaks a tackle. He's got 10 yards. He's across the 40 and pushed out around the 42-yard line, and bodies go flailing on the far side trying to get out of the way as the Jedi does not walk on top of his own players. And that's a Colleyville Heritage Panther.
First down.
Mark it at the 37-yard line. Didn't think he got that far, but we'll take the spot. Empty backfield, same set for Colleyville. They trail by 8, 28-20. Just underway, basically. Well, not just underway. 8:56 to go in the third quarter. Empty backfield. This has been the most successful set for Colleyville. Ulrich, quick throw out to the right side. Blewett's got it inside, makes a move, breaks across the 20, and he's pulled down around the 19-yard line. They'll spot it right at the 20 where his knee hit, and that's another Colleyville Heritage Panther.
First down.
They're taking what the defense gives you. They know Blewett can beat you deep. They're playing in man-to-man, but at the snap, they're bailing. So he just took that 2-yard toss, and he put 18 on top of it, and now we're in the red zone.
And I'm not sure why you don't see that. We've changed now to a different set. I don't know why you just don't continue throwing the same set until they stop it.
Well,
that's just me.
They've taken that corner off of Blewett, but that guy's not going to have any more success.
Ulrich looking to throw. Got a man over the middle, and he overthrows the intended receiver, Kai Pruitt.
Yeah, they had the route across the middle, and guys, we know that's been a big route all season that Colleyville's loved to hit. Most of the time going to Golden, but that time intended for number 10, Kai Pruitt, just overthrows him, like you said, Doug.
Luke has been just a touch off on more passes today than normal. I think he's just got to calm down, set those feet, and his receivers are open.
Just play his game.
Just play your game, Luke. You're there.
Now they go back to the 5 wide. 3 to the near side, 2 to the high side. Ulrich in the backfield, empty by himself. Snap back. He's going to run left side. Stiff arms a player, gets around the corner.
Oh!
Jumps the gun! What a play! Holy cow! Ulrich hurdles the defender and walks into the end zone with the Colleyville touchdown.
Superman is in the building.
Did he just
the
do
Jedi? He did a Yoda walk.
Guys, I gotta say, I love watching Luke Ulrich. Guys, he's no giant. He's under
Correct.
6 foot.
Yeah, right.
And he definitely just hurdled a guy that was probably 6 foot tall.
Da-na-na,
Now
da-na-na.
Now the
Get that one on Sports
Now
Center.
the 2-point conversion attempt.
Colleyville going for 2 to tie it up. Snap back. Ulrich going straight left on his own. Stiff arms a guy, can't get past him. And he gets stopped. And then a little push from Luke, which you don't want to do. I don't know what was said.
Yeah, well, he wasn't going to jump a guy that time.
Colleyville is within 2, 26-28. I certainly don't have a problem with going for that. What a play, though, folks. He takes it all around the left-hand side. He stiff arms the first tackler, and then he hurdles, and it's not even close. Let's look at this. A stiff arm, and then just a straight, see ya! Right over the top. He just Jedi walks over him into the end zone, as Brad Sham would say. Walks the dog. Look at this.
He jumps
Bye.
Over, he jumps over number
Where'd
10.
he go? Where'd who go? It's a line from Top Gun.
I got to backtrack. Number 10 is 5'9". It looked like it was the other guy that was there, but still hurdling.
Doesn't matter.
Hurdling a guy your height is still crazy.
And it wasn't even close. I mean, he cleared a high hurdle.
He could have cleared somebody 6 foot tall, so I still give him that credit.
It's a 2-point game. Colleyville has answered back. There is a lot of fight and resilience in this team. Who's got the better flow, by the way? I think Luke does, now that I'm looking on I got pretty good flow.
I was going to say, are we comparing him to you? Or
oh,
what?
Did you see the little smile he gave right there? Like he heard me talking about him?
He heard you.
Guy's a beast.
He does have better flow than you, Doug. I got to admit.
Wow. All right. Zuckert pops one up in the air. It's kind of a half fair catch. Not so sure about that. Looked like a gator arm fair catch, but they gave it to him at the 30. Man, when you see plays like that, you just know how special that kid is.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's why he has an offer now from the University of North Texas.
The kid on the other side may be going to the University of Oklahoma, but he can't do that. Maybe he can.
Maybe
he hasn't shown he's going to do that. He's run out of
Yeah.
bounds when he was going to get hit. Ulrich did not run out of bounds right there when he was going to get hit. He went airborne.
Extra yards.
Here's a slant route. Nice job by Golden to knock him down, but it's first down yardage for their stud receiver, Kylan Evans.
Yeah, those slant routes have been open a lot.
We got to be careful on those. Those are open because we're playing off and playing zone. Either Burgess is going to pick one or he's going to bite and it's going to be a touchdown behind him. One of those two things is going to happen.
They'll throw again. Quick one out to the side. Caught. Across the 50. Nice job by Jaden Hall right there. Comes up and makes the tackle. But it's another 7-yard gain, and very quickly, the Mavericks are at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I would say right now the average yards per play here for the Maverick offense is somewhere around 6, 7, 8 yards, which is not where you want it to be if you're Colleyville.
Well, it's not giving what's one of their strengths, which is the front line, a chance to do anything.
And he has a quick release, too.
Yes. 2 receivers to the near side. Unusual set with a slot back. Coming in motion across the front. Quarterback's going to run. He gets to the edge. Everybody commits.
Oh.
And he will take it to the house.
Yeah, he's got some wheels on him for sure.
Yep.
Well, you don't have to jump over somebody if you can run by him.
You do not.
Well, I guess he's counting the number of touchdowns he's had tonight.
I saw that. I thought that's what that was.
Everybody bit to the inside, and they absolutely collapsed the blocking. Gave him the sideline, and he took it 50 yards for a touchdown.
And something else I noticed was number 9, Madden Williams. It kind of looked like he was spying a little bit, and he chose, but that time he kind of blitzed and went left side, and Hawkins took the right side.
Extra point is good, and very quickly, Emerson stretches their lead back out to 9 points. 35-26, timeout on the field. Back with more from the Star in Frisco after this.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
We're your neighbor. We're your friend. And when you're at Classic Chevrolet, we consider you part of our family. Enjoy honest, upfront pricing, the largest selection of new Chevrolets in the nation, and fair, competitive payouts on every trade.
It's consistently in and out in 30 minutes. No haggling, no problems.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
35-26, Mavericks lead your Colleyville Heritage Panthers. 7:09 to go in the third quarter. And if I'm not mistaken, 35 points. No, how many did they give up to Texarkana? Was that 40?
42 or 1?
42 or 1. So the defense has got to do something. Golden's going to receive it. Nope, yep, that is Golden at the 10. Golden going left, cuts it up, still on his feet. Going to be caught from behind at the 31-yard line by Ryan Daniel.
Something I like about number 5, Hayden Golden, is whenever he's running, he has a lot of patience. He waits, he sees things develop. He sees the blocks out in front of him, runs to butts, and that's exactly what you're supposed to do as a ball carrier.
And Gary, talk about how players, good runners, run with their hips down.
Yeah, well, good runners do run with their hips down because it allows you to have lateral movement with explosion, right? If you're running high, you've got to get back down, just like a cornerback. The reason that certain corners are good is because they can explode out of their breaks.
Ulrich's got it up the middle. He's got some room. Breaks away.
Might go.
Ulrich's going to take it the distance, possibly.
Nope.
He's across the 20 and pushed out of bounds around the, we'll call it this 13-yard line. I believe they're going to mark it at the 12.
Whatever your quarterback can do, I can do better.
Well, not quite better, but he had farther to run.
He had a lot further to run, about double what Hawkins had.
But I like the way you said that, Gary.
A 58-yard gain.
Really good read by Luke Ulrich on that one.
Colleyville has it that quickly down to the 12-yard line. Gave him some extra yards there. Snap back. Ulrich wants to throw, going over the top, and just misses. Braden blew it.
Yeah, he wanted that one back, guys. You can look at the expression right now on Ulrich's face. You can see it.
You just got to give the ball anywhere around Blewett. He's going to come down with it. He beat that corner so badly.
Anywhere within a couple-yard radius, and
anywhere.
Blewett comes down with it.
To the outside. Look at the corner.
He's got 3-yard separation.
Yeah, he's playing against number 8, the corner over there, and he had him beat.
It's number 18.
Number 18.
They actually moved him off of him earlier, and they've got him back. But
I bet you that's the quarterback's brother.
Malik Hawkins. They got the same hair, so.
Okay. Ulrich wants to throw, going this time the other direction, misses. Hilliard.
He's just a little off.
Hillard, excuse me.
He's just a little off.
Yep.
And it's not a very big difference, to getting that ball in and it being incomplete. He's almost there.
Now, that said, the last 2 throws, if you're going to be off where nobody can catch it. Don't underthrow it like we threw the pick earlier, but he's just a little off. The wide receivers are doing their jobs. They're beating the corners, and they're beating them right at the line of scrimmage.
But you know what they say, third time's the charm. So can we see that right here on 3rd and 10?
Let's hope so. First down can be had at the 2-yard line. Ulrich changing the play on the right-hand side. 3 to snap it. Gets it away. Looking over the middle. Got a man caught. Touchdown! Hayden Golden once again with that post route, and they can not stop him. They can only hope to contain him.
I am so proud of this young man. He struggled early in the year with some drops, but my goodness, has he come on the last 2 weeks. He is a man.
Yeah, that was one heck of a throw and catch. And Doug, you mentioned it right before the play had started. He gives a signal over to Hayden Golden, and obviously that was the route that he just gave him, which was perfect.
Oh, and by the way, guys, shout out to the offensive line. All in that series, nobody was anywhere near Luke to get any pressure on him.
Colleyville answers in less than a minute. 7:09 is when they scored at 6:31 left on the clock in the third quarter. 2-point game, 35-33. Back to Ford Center at the Star after this.
IFC Roofing is a locally owned general contractor and construction company which manages roofing projects hands-on from start to finish. We can also help you navigate each step of the sometimes complicated insurance claim process. If you suspect your home's been damaged by Mother Nature, give IFC Roofing a call and see why they're the highest rated and reviewed roofing general contractor in DFW. Compass Church is a loyal supporter of Panther football. Multiple locations across Northeast Tarrant County, all navigating people to God, offering online and in-person worship.
Back once again at Ford Center at the Star. 2-point game. Colleyville trails the Frisco Emerson Mavericks. Gary, you talked about having to make 4 stops. We saw 2 of them in the first half. We have not seen one in the second half.
Got 2 to go, guys, so it's going to come down to who can get a stop, either a penalty, turnover, missed pass, something like that.
No fair catch. Yep, he did catch it at the 25.
As soon as the ball came out, he threw the arm up.
I'll take that all day long. Starting yard line is a 25?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like kicking in the end zone.
Anything's better than a return from what we've seen in the previous weeks.
Surprising that one of their more talented players doesn't try to do something with the football.
Absolutely surprised. They're giving up 10 to 12 yards on those kicks easily in starting field position. All right, Jaden Hall, let's make a play.
First down from the 25 for the Mavericks. Michael Hawkins, quarterback, takes a snap, looking to his left. He'll run up the middle. He's caught and then gets away. Lloyd tries to chase him and he dives out of bounds. See, that's not what Luke does.
Yeah, it's tough. It looked like they had him swallowed up, and next thing you know, he gets out and picks up a first down.
He's a highly talented young man. Well, number one, Evan is getting held.
Naeda?
Yes, he's getting held, and it's not even close.
Snap back, look, quick throw, right side, caught. Burke is there, and he pulls the receiver, Kelton Wafer, out of bounds after an 8-yard gain. Colleyville's just having trouble putting a stop up on this offense right now.
Well, it's cat and mouse now. So Heritage just said, okay, we're tired of this guy running up the middle and then just doing what he wants to do. So they blitzed, and they almost got there. He just got the ball out.
Running, pitching it to the left-hand side, little sweep play. Hebeson is there. He gets cut off. And the tackle is made by Stephen Cole. First time we've said his name tonight, but it's enough yardage for another Maverick first down.
Yeah, Dax Hebeson, he did a really good job running to the boundary, kind of setting that edge, and goes to make the tackle and gets stiff-armed.
Into the Heritage side of the football, or of the field at the 48. Three receivers to the high side, man coverage on the near side. Snap back, Hawkins wants to throw, quick out to his top receiver, and he's out of bounds at the 40, short of a first down. Reception by Kylan Evans one more time. They have no problem going to their top guy all the time, do they?
Now he's injured. That is the corner, Jaden Hall.
Injury timeout.
Poked in the eye, maybe? It's hard to tell.
He's kind of standing, just putting his hand, like he lost his breath. Maybe he got the wind knocked out of him.
I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. He just got helmet to helmet with the guy in a standing position and grabbed him like in a bear hug. I don't know if he maybe took a shot from somebody else or one of his own guys. Now this is big, guys, because Hayden West is already out of the game. So we have number 19 doing a solid job right now for us. That would be Alex Burke on the other side. But now we got to have another number 2 come in, and that's a lot to ask against a talented wide receiver core.
Yeah, and you best believe this Emerson team is probably going to draw up a play that goes straight to that corner that's coming in right now.
You didn't give me a chance to say it, but that's absolutely what I would do. So if I'm Heritage, I'm going to go zone. Try to keep it all underneath and see if I can get my corner back in.
Jaden Hall looks a little woozy. Walking to the far side. He's got one of the trainers with their arm around him, kind of directing him which way to go.
Well, that's not good.
Zach Sogan's coming to the near side to be a corner.
Yeah, number 2 for Frisco Emerson is asking for the ball. He's telling the sidelines, "Hey guys, go route."
I would love to see Zach. I would love to see Zach pick one off and take it to the house.
Well, can we settle for pick it off?
Pick it off? Okay, we can settle.
If he's going to, he's going to have to do it quickly because they're going to pitch it to this side and run this way. And there he is. Boy, he put his head down.
Yeah.
He needs to go in and make that tackle.
That's a wide receiver trying to be a corner.
Yep.
And kind of sitting there too, but guys, like you said, he's a receiver in mind, not a DB.
So
now having played DB.
When they beat Hayden West deep, it was on a 1st and 10 about this yard line.
Full blitz. They miss him. Lloyd runs right by. Here's a pass down the middle. Caught. Touchdown.
You see it coming.
Yeah, guys, Gary, we just talked about that. You know, they knew they'd get the first opportunity to go for the receiver on Zach Sogan, and that's exactly what they did. And unfortunately, he gets burned.
Well, and to me, that's not Zach Sogan's fault. Zach is not a
Lloyd
corner.
ran right by the quarterback.
Well,
you come on a blitz, and he ran right by him.
So there are 2 things. One, we missed him. We missed the quarterback in the pocket. And the other thing is, you've got a wide receiver playing corner. You've got to play zone and give him some help. You can't leave him out there on an elite wide receiver.
Extra point is good, and the Mavericks stretch their lead back out to 9, 42-33. Still in the 3rd quarter. He just lobbed that one up. We looked at it, and he was wide open.
Yeah, we lost the football. We thought it was a handoff and ran right by him.
In which they sent a lot of pressure there after him too, and guys, for this defense to miss him, I mean, that's huge because they would have blown him up and he would have taken a shot as well. And something interesting about the scheduling whenever it comes down to the Frisco Emerson Mavericks is they played Argyle, and Argyle beat them. And Doug, you mentioned the Grapevine game. They played them week 1 of the playoffs, and they didn't beat Grapevine by that much.
Nope.
So when it comes down to common opponents.
Only 20 points.
Yeah, when it comes down to common opponents between these 2 teams, Colleyville definitely has the edge there, but they're not quite showing that right now.
Well, the hard part is they have not been able to get a stop in about 4 possessions.
And Gary, you mentioned that, you got to get 4 stops, and right now they gave up 4 touchdowns.
The good
recently.
news is Emerson has not gotten a stop either. The problem is you can't keep trading 7 points.
Something's got to give, right?
And you can't. It's a 2-score game. You're 9 behind. You can't get 9 points in 1 possession. They're going to kick off the other way this side. Smart. Oh my gosh, Colleyville's got a whole wall set up across the 40. Golden runs right over. I mean, he buries a guy and D-hats him. He's got his helmet in his hand.
This guy ran with bad intentions. I love that.
That's what does Stephen A. Smith say? That's a bad man.
That's a bad man.
That's a bad
man. That's exactly what he says.
I don't know if Doug will get this one, but Ludacris says, "Move, get out the way, get out the way."
I got it. I know it.
He's on your same flow right there.
Yeah, Flo Rida. 4:53 to go in the 3rd quarter. Colleyville trails by 9, 42-33. Doug Branch along with Trey Francis, Gary Harrison Ducrow, and Robert McMillan. Snap back. Ulrich looking to throw over the top, and he just kind of threw it out there and blew it. Wasn't ready for it.
And Gary, I know you see this matchup out there. Talk about it.
Well, they've taken their number 1 corner off of Blewett because he can't defend him. Well, by definition, you got your number 2 corner on him, right? So he's been wide open. On that play, they were just not on the same page. They cannot cover Blewett, and again, they don't have any safety help. I'd go right back to him.
Only rushing 3 up the middle. Sione Valehi breaks a tackle, spins. He's still not down. Oh, they called him down. He never, I believe, was on the ground right there.
We'll should see on the replay in just a second.
4-yard gain. Bring up a 3rd down and 6. Tell you what, he spins fast, does he not?
He does. Did he trade hands with the ball on that one? Let's see. Oh, that ball's kind of hanging out there.
He never was down.
Correct.
3rd down and 6 for Colleyville. Will Ulrich take it on his own? Will he throw it? Will he pass it? He will pass it. No, he won't. He's in trouble. He's got to go. He's got to go, and he throws it out to the sideline. He's out of the pocket.
That's grounding.
And they just nail Luke out of bounds. No call yet. Jerry Edwards is fuming over there.
Well, they haven't thrown a flag, so that's a good thing.
Well, it looks like they were arguing for a late hit, and because they were arguing, maybe the rest forgot about the grounding. Well,
and look at
these guys haven't.
And the coach is on the other side of the numbers. That's Coach Kendall Miller.
So on 4th down.
All that and nothing comes of it.
And I'll tell you what, we've been sitting here for a long time. 4th and 6. Colleyville's going to keep the offense on the field. Gentlemen, this may, I hate to say it, it's the 3rd quarter. This may be the football game.
We're going to run out of time.
Yeah, 8 seconds on the play clock. Got to get the ball off.
Go to Blewett.
He did. Going over the top.
Oh,
caught
my gosh.
Who caught it?
Oh, my gosh.
Ty goes to the receiver.
Ty goes to the offense.
That should have been Hayden Golden that got it.
Ty goes to the offense. They both came down with it, and they give Colleyville the 1st down.
Colleyville ball.
Guys, Hayden Golden is having an outstanding game. He can use his film from just today to send it out to colleges, and he should.
Yeah, that was huge, too. Kind of going up on a 50-50 ball on a 4th down.
I like that announcement. That's the proper call.
And here's the replay.
Hayden had it first.
He did, all the way to the ground, and then it was taken out.
Who called timeout there?
Emerson did.
Emerson timeout on the field. Colleyville's got the ball inside the red zone. Back in a moment.
Hey, now listen, folks, I got a little story for you about where I get my comfort food when I'm feeling down and blue. I drive down South Whitechapel to the feed store, barbecue.
Specializing in insurance for self-employed, small businesses, contractors, families, and individuals. Tailor-made PPO health insurance. Reach out for alternative solutions this open enrollment. The team at Unified Health Advisors is ready to score a touchdown for you.
1st down at the 19-yard line. Colleyville, 5 receivers will flood the pattern. Ulrich in the backfield by himself. Calling a special play for Braden Blewett. Blitz comes. He beats the blitz. He's running for it. He's got touchdown on his mind. Touchdown, Luke Ulrich. Beats the blitz, and Ulrich takes it to the house. Colleyville within 3.
Yeah, that's a really good play there. They had a linebacker coming off the edge, and Ulrich kind of gives like a little head move and sends the guy inside and runs right around him, and the DBs are not looking. So that gives Ulrich the ability to just take off and goes and makes 1 man miss, finds his way into the end zone for the big touchdown.
Whatever you guys can do, we can do better. So they were in man coverage. Everybody vacated. He took off and he scored.
Zuckert with the extra point. Snap is good, hold is better, and the kick is good.
Great hold by number 17, Luke Graves.
Luke Graves took a high snap and put it down. Ryan Zuckert knocks it through, and it's a 2-point game again. 42-40. Anybody who had the under on 60 points, go home. You're not cashing your check tonight.
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be, this score might go over 100 total.
It could be 60 points on one side.
Definitely a shootout.
And I'll tell you what, Luke does a great job there of finding a hole and taking it in for the score as we were privied with the replay.
Well, that's what he was struggling with earlier. Remember, Doug, when he got forced out of the pocket, he would go to the edges. Well, as you said, he should plant his foot and go vertical, and that's what he's been doing.
Zuckert to kick off. Back deep. Izzy Bills and Cameron Newborn for the Emerson Mavericks. Tell you what, what's faster, a horse or a panther? Panther probably? I don't know. I mean, that's actually a good question. I mean, I know a jaguar would be probably what the fastest land animal.
It depends on the distance. The panther would be quicker in the short distance, and the horse would have greater
speed in the long distance.
Longevity, yes.
Gotcha. Zuckert's going to pop this one up one more time. That is actually kind of funny that he's calling for the fair catch before the ball's even kicked.
Before the ball's kicked.
He's got his hand up in the air. He knows it's coming to him.
Well, his coach is telling him to do that, obviously.
I'll tell you what.
Got to be.
We have to pay attention to this. We have to pay attention to the fact that he may not do it sometime and then kind of take off or lateral the ball to somebody because everybody's kind of thinking he's already done it.
Do it, yep.
Well, he's given up 10 to 12 yards by fair catching, and he can easily get to the 40 every time.
Well, they haven't shown that they need that yet.
And, guys, as much as we'd love to see a shootout continue, something's got to change defensively.
Well, what we'd love to see is Colleyville get ahead, and if they can get ahead, then you can trade scores. Hawkins fakes, runs it inside, jumps, and he's tackled, and I believe that was Logan, Demarius Logan.
And the first time we've seen Hawkins leave the ground, and that was not as beautiful as Luke Ulrich's, I got to say.
I'd give him maybe a 2 for style.
Yeah.
So both
I don't know what he's jumping for, though. I don't know. He didn't look like he's jumping over anybody.
Both our starting corners are still out of the game.
Hawkins wants to throw, got a man, first down yardage, and he caught it. Burke is given plenty of space over on the far side, and they've got it out to the 43 for a first down.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's there all night on both sides because our corners are bailing. The quarterback has a really good arm, and they're taking what we give them.
Yeah, he's able to make those long throws with
Gary,
boundary.
though, here's the thing. Do you put your linebackers up and bring everybody? Bring the house?
That's what I was thinking.
Because these guys, I mean, you can't do it here because he's got time to run. But you certainly, at some point, I mean, you see their stud receiver down here on the near side telling the coaches, I got this guy beat all day. Why are you not coming to me?
So there are two ways to play it, right? One way is to say we're going to give you 5, give you 7, and hope for a mistake, a drop ball, a penalty, etc. Well, it's kind of in the fourth quarter, and that ain't working. So
well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet, almost.
Almost to the fourth quarter.
2 minutes and 40 seconds until.
Quick throw again, right side. First down yardage. Golden with the tackle at the 37.
See, on these plays, it requires blocking on the outside, and if you can get a holding call, well, now it's 1st and 20, and they're behind the chains. The issue is they haven't gotten
We haven't seen a holding call.
Flags have been not very active recently.
So now you're getting into your side, almost down to your red zone. Now you've got to go try to do something different, because if you don't, they're going to get in the end zone.
Hawkins wants to throw, left side, gets it out. And Sogan is roughed up by Evans.
Yeah, Mr. Zach Sogan over here has his hands full. Literally.
But he's fighting.
He is.
Number 2's telling the coaches, guys, he cannot cover me.
And right now, I mean, they're pretty much able to throw the ball wherever they want to.
But what they're doing is these short routes that we're giving them. It's not like he's going deep.
Now he's going to scoot up and play closer. Looks like they're going to send more pressure.
Run.
And this is
they get
6
the edge.
points. 6
Touchdown.
points.
Right side coverage, Ed coverage got pulled inside, and that's an easy touchdown for Izzy Bills.
Yeah, guys, right now there is 0 answers for the Colleyville defense.
And hard to see this. I say it because they have played so well all season. But it does not help that we've got 2 corners down. Kick is up, and it is good.
Well, you're right. It's 2 corners down, and you're playing an offense that stresses the corners. So that's a tough.
Any chance you ever switch your safeties to corner and move your corners to safety?
I wouldn't do that. What I would do is simply go zone and make your linebackers come out to the outside and help with that edge. So,
but you'd have to drop your backers far off, which opens up the run on the inside.
Okay, you got to do something.
You got to trust your defensive line more than your secondary.
If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep giving up touchdowns, right? So I'm offering up options, and 2 options are have your outside linebackers come to the outside. If they run it, they're there for the edge. They can take away that flat or help with the flat, and now you can sink deep and take away the deep ball.
Well, the other part is that you bring the house every time and make them get rid of the ball quick.
Something's got to give.
Yeah.
You bring the house and you miss him, he's gone.
I mean, the good news is there's still 14-12 to play in this game.
Yeah, right.
And we're down by 9. And if we score quickly, we're right back in the game again. But we got to get a stop, and they haven't gotten a stop.
And let's not forget, they're having the same conversations that we're having about how the heck are we going to stop us. Right?
The problem is that they're the ones who are leading
No,
with a 2-score lead. We've got to stop them at least once.
I'm feeling an onside kick coming from one team or the other at some point.
This one's going to be a chip shot. Coming down to Golden at the 20. Across the 25 to the 30, and he's chopped down out to the 33-yard line.
What's it called, cryo? That young man is going to need cryo after the game.
Yeah, he's limping off right now, and he's going to go right back to the huddle and get out there on offense.
This team has heart beyond belief.
I think he's cramping a little bit. He was trying to stretch out that calf.
Yeah, his brother was helping him.
Needs that pickle juice.
Pickle juice. He's over on the ground. Trainers are working with him.
Do we have a stats guy? What do you think? He's got about 150 yards receiving and probably over 200 total with his kickoff returns on top of that.
All-purpose
Most
yards.
definitely.
He's done really well tonight. Colleyville goes to 2 receivers to either side. Belehi in the backfield. He'll take the handoff up the middle, and that goes for maybe a yard. And where that worked early in the game, that is really not working right now.
Yeah, Colleyville's kind of in a tough spot right now because if on one of these drives you don't convert and go down and score, it puts the game on the line essentially.
Well, I said it earlier that the play that they hit to the dual catch, that's a 4th down play that if that doesn't happen.
This one's a whole different ball game.
Yep. 2 receivers to either side. Ulrich wants to throw. Got a man. Caught. Blew it. And he breaks free. 1st down yardage. Across the 45 and pulled down at the 48-yard line. Braden blew it. Another man among boys play. And he gets up a little bit tender, but I think he's okay.
And in comes Mr. Golden. And that's enough for Colleyville Heritage Panther.
First down. Sorry, you know what? They've been pushing the ball so hard that I haven't needed to say that. So here we go back to our 5 set. This is where we dominate Emerson. They can't find a stop for it.
Yeah, with 3 guys down, it's tough to stop Ulrich.
Ulrich in the back by himself. Going over the top. Blew it. He's getting pushed. He's tackled.
Yes.
He was tackled right there at the 25.
And the guy walks up like, what did I do?
There's no safety help, and they cannot defend Blewett.
Why? I mean, yeah, like you said,
The
Gary,
problem
why not go back
is
to empty every? I mean, why not go to empty set every offensive play?
The issue
that's
is,
where they've been successful. The problem is they're only going to get 15 yards on this. It's not going to be a spot foul.
Well,
It's not the NFL.
And our guys have been running wind sprints. And after that play, Blewett is now off getting medical attention.
Which one injury after another leads to a disaster.
Well, you can only hope that they're not game-ending injuries.
Well, Kai Pruitt's still out there. Sogan is still out there. Golden is still out there.
I mean, I wouldn't mind throwing Sogan that same pass.
Wankami's out there. Here comes Ulrich up the middle. Finds a little hole. He'll pick up 5 yards to the 32.
I know we talk a lot about Braden Blewett, and Golden. But, guys, I mean, there's several other playmakers on this team. Gary, you just mentioned it. Number 10, Kai Pruitt. We've seen him make big plays. Zach Sogan. There's a host of players who can make a big play. You just got to get them in that space and get the ball to them.
Well, and they're going to have to because Blewett's on the training table being looked at by the doctors.
Leahy in to the right side of Ulrich. Oh, and a bad read by Luke Ulrich. Leahy only, I don't even, did he get back to the line of scrimmage?
I think just
I'm
back to
sorry,
the line.
that was second down, so he might have got back to the line of scrimmage. He lost a yard to the 33.
It's going to be an end of the third quarter with 10 seconds and counting.
Moncombe checks back in for Colleyville as we are at the end of quarter number 3. Colleyville trails by 9. The officials don't know that it's over. Now they do. So we move on to quarter number 4. Colleyville trails by 9. Back with more from Ford Center at the Star. Colleyville Heritage Panther football on the Panther Media Network. Back in a moment.
I've got one. Would you rather eat at Costa Vida and not be allowed to talk, or you can talk, but you're not allowed to eat your sweet pork burrito? Oh, really funny, guys.
Costa Vida means a fresh take on classic Mexican, like hand-rolled tortillas, sweet pork burritos, and honey habanero salsa made from scratch.
I'm gonna go order a sweet cinnamon tortilla. Want one?
Redefine your favorite Mexican food. Escape to Costa Vida today.
Just about to get underway. The fourth quarter from Ford Center at the Star, world headquarters of the Dallas Cowboys, their indoor practice facility and the home of Frisco Independent School District football action.
In which also the home stadium for Frisco Emerson.
There you go. Colleyville's got 5 receivers into the pattern. Blitz comes. Ulrich makes one miss. He'll throw. Got a man open downfield.
Oh, he's holding. That was a holding call,
He
ref.
just dragged him out of bounds.
That was a hold. The ref reached in his back pocket and then didn't throw the flag. It's right in front of him.
Hayden Golden was pulled out of
If
bounds.
nothing else, it's contact. You can't have contact that far downfield.
Well, actually, that's a pro rule. That's not a high school rule. But he was holding him. He literally was. He pulled him out of bounds.
While the ball is in the air coming to him, which makes no sense why there's not a flag down. Now brings up a 4th down.
All right, 4th down and 6. We've still got a lot of time left, but this could be the game. Something special's got to happen here. There's space on the right side. Ulrich will throw. No chance. He didn't put it where Hayden Golden or where Golden could even get to it.
Well, I've got to give credit to number 10, Breedlove Kennedy. He's had a tough game in coverage, but he played that one actually really well. As Reed mentioned to you last week, you don't turn your head around late in the route because the ball can go right by you. He never turned his head around. He played through Hayden's hands, and it was a really good play. And, to your point that the ball was to the inside, and it really should have been to the outside or a little bit more air underneath it.
Well, I think they may have gone to the well one too many times right there. Because, unfortunately, Golden did not get a post on that route. That was pretty much just a go route, and the throw didn't match it. First down at the 33. Colleyville in desperate need of a stop and a 5-yard run. Why is the guy blowing the ball dead? I don't think he even knows what he's doing. It's the same guy, the linesman. He stops the clock with his hands on a play that there's no reason to do that.
Trey, I think you mentioned it earlier. We need to get some turnovers. Robert may have mentioned it at halftime. We need some turnovers here.
Second down and long 4 for Emerson from the 39. Handoff. Bills has got it, and he will be stopped at the 42. Rapolo was there along with Lloyd, but unfortunately, instead of pushing him backwards, he was able to fall forward, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 1 for the Mavericks.
Yeah, they're wide receivers, running backs are not all that big, but number 8 does have a little bit of size on him. He's 5'10", 181, got some big thighs, and to your point earlier, Doug, he runs with his hips low, so he was able to fall forward for another 1.5 yards.
Yeah, this is a big third down right here for the defense.
Oh, he moved.
He moved.
Yep.
No. That can't be on us. That's got to be motion on them. Their guy moved as we moved. Yep.
Yeah, they're scooting back.
Now they're going to talk about it. Let's see which way this goes.
The guy on the right side there is saying that Emerson moved first. Here comes the call.
Start. Offense number 51.
Yep.
5-yard penalty remains third down.
Yeah, Emerson's not even debating
That's
that one,
That's
so they
a
knew
huge.
it.
Yeah, it's a huge flag right there. Colleyville has got to try to take advantage of that. That's interesting. After a dead ball situation, the clock is running.
Interesting.
I haven't been around officiating long enough, but I always thought after a penalty and a dead ball, the clock was dead until the play started. Oh, well.
Now burning their second timeout.
Timeout, Emerson. We'll take it with them. They lead by 9. 10 minutes, 7 seconds to go here in the regional final. Colleyville needs a stop. We'll see if they can get it when we come back.
Professional headshots for the modern executive, in studio or on location. Relaxed, fun, and comfortable environment. Let Tracy capture the headshot that will get you noticed at Metroplex Headshots. Texas Air Systems, providing commercial HVAC solutions through creativity and collaboration. Together working with you to take on big challenges that produce even bigger results. Become the best athlete you can be. Pure Performance will help you get stronger, faster, more explosive, lose weight, get out of pain, and be in the best shape of your life. Pure Performance, the best strength and conditioning gym in Colleyville.
Back at Ford Center at the Star. Regional final. Frisco Emerson, Colleyville Heritage. Emerson's got it, 3rd down and 6 from the 37. Motion going left side. Hawkins wants to throw. Pressure up the middle. All they got to do is tackle him. Just tackle him. And they will not do it. And he picks up a 1st down.
3 guys missed him.
Well, that's the epitome, guys. If you can't tackle the quarterback, it's hard to win. Another set of downs for Frisco. The clock beginning to become a problem. They'll keep it on the ground. And there's a hole.
That's going to help.
We're lucky here.
Looks like number 9, Madden Williams, got sucked in there.
He just is not holding his edge.
Well, okay, 9 normally plays middle linebacker. We've got 38 now at middle linebacker and Madden on the outside, and Madden is not an outside linebacker.
Well, he went inside and basically gave up the whole edge right there.
He kind of just stood there also.
It wouldn't have made a difference, guys. He cannot defend those running backs and that quarterback.
But if you step him out there a few more steps, I'm sure he could have done something.
I have to believe, though, the reason that switch was made is they need Lloyd to be able to track the quarterback.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'd agree.
But Williams has got to hold his outside position. You can't just crash down into the middle.
He can't make that tackle, Doug. I love him. He's not in – it's not a good place for him.
Not a will. Hawkins wants to throw. Throws it. Caught. No. Knocked away.
Go. That's exactly what Colleyville needed there. Zach Sogan on the pass breakup.
Breaks it up. They threw it again to their stud, Kellen Evans. Evans not able to come up with a high pass. Sogan there on defense for Colleyville. And 2nd down and 20.
Might have a player hurt for Frisco. No, he got up.
Well, he was tying his shoe.
Well, I'm sorry, and it stops the clock. So, yes, that was a big play for us.
And had he thrown that just a little bit higher, sitting back there was number 20, Bryson Burgess, and that ball could have went right into his hands.
Hey, hats off to 19. Alex Burke and to Zach Sogan for stepping in and playing cornerback in a really big football game.
Absolutely. Hawkins, he'll pitch it. Nice job on the edge right there from Hebeson. 3rd down and long, 19 to be exact, for Frisco Emerson right here. This is big.
Yeah, Hebeson and Stephen Cole right there, both working together, get that running back down, didn't allow him to go anywhere.
Yeah, and there's Hebeson playing sophomore, playing outside linebacker. He's got more of that lateral agility, so he was able to make that tackle. Really good, really big play by him.
Doesn't look like a sophomore.
Doesn't play like a sophomore. This
All
is
right,
one
another
big down.
huge play. Snap back, Hawkins straight drop, wants to throw. Got a man, downfield wide open. Caught. Sogan was beat.
Yeah, he had Sogan beat there by 6-7 yards. That was not good.
Not much to say. Colleyville had him.
Yeah, he had Zach Sogan beat by 5 yards, caught the ball down by the 15-yard line. There was nothing Zach could do after that.
Run to the near side. The quarterback goes out of bounds at the 9 to stop the clock.
Now Colleyville's definitely on their heels. They're backed up to their own end zone now on the 9-yard line.
I want to say it, but I think they need a miracle defensive play.
Coach Gary over here is drawing up some plays that the defense needs to go through.
Hawkins looks to his left. Motion, takes a snap, inside handoff. Nope, he'll keep it. Should have handed it off. It would have been a walk-in touchdown. Clock continues to run. It's already a 2-score difference, so if they don't punch it in right here, even a field goal makes it tough for Colleyville, although they can score quickly.
Yeah, you can tell Mr. Hebeson there. You can tell he's in a little bit of pain, but just kind of holding in there.
Blewett's trying to work out whatever he's got going on the far side.
They're in man coverage on the top. No safety help whatsoever. They
Going
moved
over
early.
the top.
They moved early. You see that coming.
Yeah, we know that Zach Sogan is.
Violation, number 65. 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
I suspect they're going to go back to the same play if you give them man coverage all over again.
Yeah, Zach Sogan's definitely receiver first, not a corner.
Man, I'm not sure that I just wouldn't put Burgess on that guy out there.
Well,
I mean, I know he's a safety, but you're basically saying just throw it there anyway.
You could also roll a safety over the top and give him some help.
Somebody's called timeout. Emerson's
No call.
got 1 left.
The head officials came to talk to Coach Miller. I didn't see him make a call.
So this is like an uncharged timeout. I love how they've done that.
That's a couple times now they've done that.
It's the 3rd one.
Just, hey, you guys get water, go talk to your team, and
I'm going to talk to the official.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of booing going on in the crowd, so I suspect the crowd knows what's going on.
And there wasn't a timeout because he's rolling the clock.
Correct. But the clock did stop temporarily while they were.
And why is it already at 17? What does it start at?
20, 25?
25 or 40?
Yeah, I mean, that was quick.
There's no safety help over the top on the outside.
They're going back there. Here's the throw to the corner. And couldn't get it.
That's a break for this Colleyville team and what they needed, honestly.
Machado had it go off his hand. He tried to dive, couldn't make the play. Brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. So what this amounts to, I'm just going to say, is a Colleyville win.
It is a win.
And it's a win because even if they make this, it was still a 2-score game. It just takes away being able to score a touchdown and a field goal. You still have to score 2 touchdowns to win.
It's an absolute win. We were down 10 with 4.5 to go last week. It looks like we might be down 12 with 7 to go. That's an absolute win.
Snap is back. 31-yard field goal is good.
The kicker celebrating like he just made the game winner.
That's an extra point in the NFL, sir.
Arrow shooting for a 31-yard field goal with 7 minutes to go. I'm not
Interesting.
sure.
Yeah, well, let's hope that comes back to bite him in his apple.
That's interesting.
You know, the guy shooting apples off the arrow. Yeah.
That's pretty quick there.
Well, I've never accused of being too quick. I'm a big fella.
Now, 12-point game, guys. I mean, definitely still not out of reach, Gary. We talked about it last week. Colleyville, I mean, they were still in it. They were down, was it 10?
Oh, yeah.
10, right?
Yeah, Duck's point is very well
10
taken.
with 4.5 left, and now it's 12 with 7 minutes left.
That's a huge win. Hopefully Blewett is okay because he makes a really big difference with respect to us getting chunk very quick plays. But even if he's not, we've got 4 very capable receivers, 2 really good running backs, and an outstanding quarterback, and the line has played very well. We've just got to come down and get a score. I also hate to say this, but, you know, chasing those 2 points early in the game, if we had taken the extra point, it would be 52-41, which is 8-3, right?
That's 11, yep.
So now it's a 2-touchdown game.
Popped up, fair catch at the 25 by Landon Dressel.
And now Colleyville basically has to go touchdown, you know, every drive from here probably if
They
they
have
want
to
to
win
win
they
this
just
game.
need touchdown and a stop.
A stop's the hard part.
I mean,
Touchdown's the easy part.
They had them set up with a stop, and then they get a 50-something yard pass.
It's a 2-touchdown game. A field goal really doesn't help you a whole lot, I don't think, unless it's a quick field goal.
Yeah, that's going to be at the end of the game, though.
But a big chunk play on a couple of these plays on this drive would be huge. You know, gives you some more time, put up some points early.
Colleyville will send 2 receivers to either side. Ulrich looking to throw, got a man, caught, 5-yard gain, get back to the line of scrimmage. Nice job, Kai Pruitt. Out to the 30.
Still no Braden Blewett in the game at
Here
the
we
moment.
go. We're hurrying up. They're not set. Snap it. Same set for Colleyville. Snap is back. Ulrich wants to throw. Fakes. He beats a guy. He'll get this one away and throws it out of bounds. Nice job.
Nearly sacked.
You know, there's a difference this week with respect to Luke reacting to the pressure.
To the pressure,
He tends to go to the outside this week instead of going straight up the field.
Yep. Injured Maverick on the far side. So a medical timeout. Tell you what, they put a lot of people on the field when there's a timeout.
Injury timeout.
Hey, that's the first timeout that's been announced. It's not an official timeout.
Gary, real quick, he does not look like he's in great shape over there on the far side.
That's their number 1 corner, too, by the way.
Yeah, dragging his leg.
And great route by Kai Pruitt on their number 1 corner. And
where do we
nice throw
strike here?
Anywhere.
Right in his absence.
Our 4 wide receivers are better than their corners, and their design is they want to play man and put 7 guys in the box. Okay, fine. Well, we're just going to take a shot. So we can beat them anywhere.
And you guys remember what Argyle did last week? They took their receiver and had him run downfield, shut it down, comeback route. You know, every time, and it worked. And he was able to get away and score a touchdown. So I would like to see that to the far side, right in the absence of the injured player.
Who's the receiver up top?
That's Mr. Pruitt. We got Pruitt, Hillard, Golden, and Sogan, and one combi.
6:37 to go. Bad snap. Luke's got it. He finds a hole. He'll dive forward for the first down. Out to the 38-yard line. And that's another Colleyville Heritage Panther.
First down.
Back to the line of scrimmage. They'll put 5 receivers into the pattern. No, they will not. Coming on late, Kelleher. He'll get into the backfield to block. Ulrich looking right, wants to throw. Got a man, caught.
Nice. There's the comeback route.
Pruitt, it was interesting how he caught that when it went right to the ground. But a quick 8-yard gain.
Yeah, he was losing his balance and was able to maintain it and come back and make a really good catch in his
Emerson's
hands.
not set. Colleyville snaps. They'll run quickly. Blocking. Ulrich gets across and first down yardage to the 49. Move the sticks, and that's another Colleyville Heritage Panther.
First down.
5:52 to play in the fourth quarter. Clock continues to tick south. Two receivers set to either side. Kelleher in the backfield. Ulrich wants to throw. Blitz from behind. Oh, that's got to be a flag. Are you kidding me?
There you go.
He absolutely hit Luke Ulrich in the back of the head, and the official doesn't throw a flag. That's roughing the passer.
Well, we got a 15-yard pass interference down the field.
Yeah, but that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Watch the replay if they show it. The guy takes at least 2 steps, and then he pounds him in the back of the head.
And with the ref standing right there, you think they'd see
I mean,
it.
he's looking right, unless he's watching the pass. That's not his job.
Pass interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Show us the replay in-house. Here comes the replay. Boom. Did you see that?
They did, yeah. The ball was away.
I agree he hit him above the shoulder pads, which is targeting. I don't know if he had 2 full steps.
Ulrich wants to throw left side. Caught. Was that Pruitt again?
That was Hillard.
Joey Hillard on the reception.
Nice strong grab in his hands.
And I'll tell you
out of
what,
bounds.
part of what's going on right now, guys, credit to the fact that Colleyville got these guys in the game earlier in the season
Yes.
when there was blowouts.
Yes.
Because they're performing literally just like they should.
Throw one up to Zach Sogan on the near side.
Oh, Luke's running, gets away. Now he got caught.
Yeah, he had a lot of room to run there, too. 10 to 15 yards easily.
He's tired. Yeah, that's not the Luke in the first quarter.
Colleyville doesn't even have their offense on side yet. Now they're, get back, you're offside. There you go, now you're set. If that guy comes off that edge again, I'd go right at him.
False start, offense, number 54. 5-yard penalty, remains third down.
We're 2 down yardage anyway. That really, I mean, it does matter, but it doesn't matter.
You don't need to pick all the yards up on one play here.
No. We're at the 5-minute mark. Colleyville trails by 12. The winner moves on to the state semifinals, and that's the center that moved.
And the winner of this game plays the winner to Lovejoy and South Oak Cliff.
That'll be fun. Snap back, Ulrich. Got time to throw over the middle. Now he's getting rushed. No, he gets away. He gets a block, a double block. Now he turns. No. What's the penalty call?
Oh, did you hear him?
He has mic on.
Yeah.
Something toward the goal line.
You block towards the goal line. He's going to call that an illegal crackback block, which that's very questionable. Very questionable. It's not like he launched into the guy.
Yeah, your mic's been shut off.
Personal foul, blindside block, number 55.
Blindside block.
15-yard penalty.
He saw it coming, and he hit him from the front. I don't think that's a blindside block. Not in my book. Here's the replay.
I gave too much credit.
He saw it coming.
And he's not even blind. He just ran in front of him.
Terrible. That's absolutely terrible.
And the guy saw him coming. It's not like he just blindsided him.
I mean, that's like going like this and standing in front of a guy.
And it was just a shoulder.
All right, still third down, and Denton County.
29 yards.
Well, they've done it. Why can't we? Over the middle. Juan Combi with the catch.
Good grab. Is that his first grab of the
It
year?
is.
I believe it is. Big time for a big catch.
What a big time catch.
4th down and 14 now. Colleyville back to the line. Set him up, snap it. Now they're switching personnel. They got nobody to put in, Kelleher. Nobody to put in. Clock continues to run.
They want Keller in there to block. Pass block.
Well, they better get him on the right side because they're only rushing 3. Colleyville needs 14. 3-man rush. Ulrich's got room. And he loses the football.
6.
The guy has his helmet off and just ran off.
Not going to be able to describe that one, but what basically ends up happening is Ulrich fumbles the ball and they take it back for a touchdown.
Yeah, guys, this one's getting a little out of hand.
And that may be the dagger in the Colleyville Heritage.
And the coach is out at the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, how is he that far out?
He only has 10 guys out there, and Colleyville, I think, only has 10 as well. Just ran on the 11th guy, and here comes on the 11th guy for the Mavericks.
So a free timeout to get him out there, is that what that amounts to?
I don't know if...
A free timeout?
Well,
that's what they've done.
The clock isn't running, nor is the play clock.
Oh, they have no ball.
Well, that's the way to keep your, if you only have 10 guys, tell your guy not to give him a football. Another free timeout for Frisco Emerson. And the extra point is good. Hard to give up 59 points and win a football game.
Yeah, this one was a shootout back and forth, but right now it's only one direction. That's not in the Colleyville favor.
How many stops have they had?
None. None in the second half.
I'm sorry. I meant Emerson.
Oh, Emerson, 4. Oh.
Well, but you're right, Doug. Colleyville has not made a stop in the second half.
You're right.
Let's see. I want to see if this was. He looked like he tried to throw the ball.
If they show it again, I think that defensive end put his hand on the football and knocked it out.
And Ulrich was kind of swallowed up. Didn't really feel the pressure right there.
See?
It did knock it out.
Yep.
And his buddy was there to pick it up. That's number 88 for the Mavericks, which is Keaton Blanton. And guys, now back to receive in the game is number 81, I believe. That is Johnny Price. Standing back there with number 4.
Colleyville's got a lot of injuries, guys. We got to remember that. 2 cornerbacks, wide receivers down.
And something else we
You've
didn't
got
mention.
5 to 7 skilled players that aren't on the field right now.
Yeah, and something we mentioned on that 4th down play, Doug. You know, you want your best players in the game, and both the best players on the offense were not in the game, which was number 5 and number 8.
Look at the grit from Ty Golden. He will have nothing to hold his head down about at all. That guy's a fighter, and he's been a fighter all 3 years that I think he's been on varsity.
3:52 to go. Colleyville trails by 19. 3 touchdowns in 3:52.
And the halftime score is 21-20.
Yep. This has been a no-D game. For the most part on either side. Both teams, when they've been stopped, have really stopped themselves.
And now Hayden Golden is back in the slot on the far side.
2 receivers to either side. Emerson will stick with their standard defense. Ulrich.
And that's going to be a penalty on Luke for slamming the football.
No, the official doesn't have the you-know-whats to throw it.
False start, offense number 54, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
And it should be unsportsmanlike.
At least a delay of game.
I mean,
yeah.
I love the kid, and he's showing a lot of heart and passion out there, but that you get frustrated when you're down by 19 points and your line can't stay still.
I get it. The game's not over, and he is the leader.
And even though they are frustrated, I'd still like to see them go drive down here and put points on the board.
Quick throw, right side, caught.
Nice.
Pruitt will pick up 2 yards. Yeah, that play, though, is not going to win you the game, Gary.
No, I would start by striking downfield right about now. Even if you go 4 straight plays downfield, I mean, Colleyville has a good chance at least getting one of them or getting a flag.
Straight run up the middle. Ulrich gets to the edge. First down yardage. That'll stop the clock out to the 38-yard line. See if he can get his guys back to the line of scrimmage quickly. And really, Emerson can afford for them to run. And it's, you know, I mean, I'd love to say that we've got a good chance to win this game, folks, but at 19 points down with 3 minutes to play,
and all the injuries that we have.
Yep. Throw, Sogan makes a good catch, and he takes a shot in the side.
Now, Heritage has 3 timeouts.
I'd snap the ball right. Well, they can't. Luke's not back there. Tell you what, if you weren't in shape, you will be after this game. 2nd down and 4. No rush. Throw over the middle.
Nice.
Caught Pruitt.
Very nice.
And that's really a good job right there. Ulrich gave him a signal to run that route, and Pruitt comes across the middle, hits a nice catch, and now they're moving the ball down 38.
He's got all day to throw. The 3 guys rushing can't even get past the line of scrimmage. Watch this. Ulrich up the middle, breaks across for 7 yards to the 31.
Is it worth those plays, though? I mean, you're only picking up 8, 9, 10 yards on Ulrich run.
No,
you're making him tired. He's limping already.
That's my point, though, is Emerson doesn't care. They're up by 19. You've got to score 3 times. That means you have to stop them twice or get a couple onside kicks. Pass behind the intended receiver.
You can tell Ulrich was just tired right there. It looked like he more so threw that one away than tried to complete it. And there's 2:05 left, and Colleyville still has 3 timeouts. But, guys, like you said, I don't even know if it's physically possible.
Well, weird stuff happened here in Texas high school football. This would be probably at the top of the heap if Colleyville's able to do it. 3rd down and 3. No rush. Pass, right side, caught. Pruitt, get out of bounds. He does not, but that'll stop the clock.
Looks like he more so tried to spin away, which I don't discredit him for at all.
No, he's playing hard. Caught the ball strong in his hands.
Snap back and another penalty.
Now, watch the clock. The clock shouldn't start. That was a penalty. It should be a dead ball.
And most of these penalties are just coming because the guys are tired.
Okay, they're going to start the clock.
Luke will take it up the middle. He's got room, and he's not going to get there.
Got a majority of the way there.
Tackled at the 6-yard line.
And Luke's still playing super hard. I mean, the dude's limping, just ran 25 yards and goes back to limping, and now he's got to make another play.
Timeout, Frisco.
These are last timeout.
Emerson, that is their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, if there's good news, that's it. 3rd and final timeout. 19 points Colleyville trailed by. This was a 1-point game at halftime, and then the injury started happening. We have not seen much Braden Blewett. Who else have we not seen?
Hayden Golden's been out for a little bit. He came back in not too long ago.
Lost Jaden Hall. We think he may have had a concussion or be in concussion protocol.
Both corners that started this game did not finish this game.
Who started on the far side?
It was West.
Hayden West.
Hayden West. He hadn't been in since the touchdown.
He's still
correct?
standing over there with his helmet on the 42-yard line. He hasn't really moved, kind of just walking up and down the sidelines.
Those are 2 very big losses against teams that stress your outside corners. They've got a special wide receiver, we said before the game. You need a corner that can get in that guy's face and play, or at least keep him in front of you. So when you wind up with guys who don't play corner normally, that's a very big ask.
Minute 24 seconds has been put up on the clock. Colleyville's got it. 1st and goal at the 6.
Now let's throw Kai Pruitt the ball to the far side right here.
I think he runs.
There he is. Boom,
nice.
Touchdown. Kai Pruitt.
Slant route, and he scores. And Luke took another shot.
Now they're going to go for 2. Try to make it 48-59, down 11.
Still 2 scores. Makes no sense to go for 2.
No, that does make sense.
8 and a 3.
It's still 2 scores, though.
Right.
Correct.
To
but
tie.
Not 2 touchdowns.
To tie.
But a field goal
Here we
and
go.
a touchdown and a 2-point.
There he is.
Got him. Caught. In.
Still love the heart there. Hayden Golden scores a 2-point conversion. Slow getting up, but still a fighter.
That young man.
I don't know how he got out of bed last week, and I don't know how he's going to get out of bed tomorrow.
Does Ryan Zuckert have an onside kick in him?
We're going to see it.
We're going to see.
And yes, he does.
All right.
How does he play it?
There are 2. One is straightforward, and the other is
turn the ball on its side,
squibby, and then hope for a bounce.
Okay.
And he does both. He's also got one, a little pooch over the front line.
He's got that speed in him. We've seen it.
You know, I've always wondered why I don't even know if the regulation is where you have to tee the ball up. Do you have to tee it up between the marks?
Yes.
You do have to.
Between the hash marks.
Between the hash marks.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, if you came to a far side, pop one up in the air 30 yards away and it gets over the 50, I mean, obviously you'd think that they would call for a fair catch or irrelevant, but they've got their hands team here. Now, the other part of this is, do you have people come into it hard and try to pooch it right down here to the 30-yard line and see if you can get to it before they get to it?
That's the other one, yes. So it'll be interesting to see. And frankly, that's what I would do if they're going to line up like this. Make it a foot race. Now, do you have any speedsters on the? Okay, there you go.
Looks like Hebeson. We got number 17 is Graves. Is that correct? Yes, 17's Graves. 20's Burgess. 4, Ty Golden.
This might be the straight up the field one.
All right, let's see what happens. Zuckert about to do it. He tops it.
There
takes a big bounce.
Well, they played it very well.
They played. Oh, penalty flag.
It went out of bounds.
Went out of bounds.
Went out of bounds.
They went exactly 10 yards.
It's an absolutely gorgeous kick, but they are coached very well.
5-yard penalty from the out-of-bounds spot.
They didn't panic. They blocked our guys that were coming down to get the ball, and
they just came and took them out.
That was a great play all the way around.
Yeah.
And it almost makes you wonder. It's like most of the time on the kickoff team, you send like two kind of lines. The front line goes and blows the guy up, and the next line's one that's supposed to catch the ball. And that time, they all just kind of ran, and the kick team kind of all just got blown up.
First down from the 46. We assume they will keep the ball on the ground. They do. And Bills will fall down around the 42. Colleyville immediately will call a timeout.
Timeout, Heritage. That is their first charge timeout of the half.
And I hope at this situation we're at least able to stop them here, because we have not stopped them in the second half.
Nope. Like I mentioned already, at the half, 21-20, Colleyville only losing by 1. They knew what they needed to do coming in the second half, but just couldn't quite execute. They go down and had that fourth down play and just couldn't quite convert, and it's kind of been all downhill since there, guys.
I mean, it's 11 points, and you could go back to simple fundamentals. It's turnovers, right? Because we threw
14-point change.
There you go, and we would be ahead, wouldn't we, right? So it's a great football game. We said ahead of time, 2 great offenses, and they have not disappointed. The OU quarterback has impressed me. The only thing he hadn't done tonight is hurdle somebody, and that's a Doug requirement. Our guys, I don't know the stats.
I'll tell you what, he's shown a lot of speed, though.
Yeah, those long legs, 6'2".
And accuracy with his arm.
Yeah.
He's made some big plays downfield, but, I mean, guys, he's kind of had wide-open receivers, so I'm pretty sure I could have thrown those as well.
Inside handoff, you got to get a stop.
Attack.
And they'll get him. Ball went down on the ground. They're saying the runner was down. Brings up a 3rd down and 4. Colleyville calls another timeout. So they've got 1 left.
Doug, are we not going to talk about this statement Trey just made about him being able to complete some of these balls tonight? That
I can't say I had the arm talent that Mr. Hawkins does, but guys, when you have a guy that's 7 yards open, I mean, I can punt the football to him then.
Doug?
Whoa.
Doug?
Yeah. No, I'm going to leave it alone.
Doug's going to stand on my side. He knows better.
It's been a long season. No reason to throw Trey under the train this time.
So I can't run the ball through a wide open hole, but Trey can throw a football.
Well, listen. Let's talk about playoff attendance in the booth.
I had COVID.
Let's start with last week. Oh, okay. And we're done. All right, let's talk about regular season. Oh, no, we're not going to do regular season over. Don't want to embarrass anybody. But, guys, we haven't really talked about the history much. Obviously, this is the 4th round of the playoffs. Colleyville has never been past the 4th round. The last time Colleyville saw the 4th round would have been my senior year, which was 2020, and that was whenever we lost to Denton Ryan here in the same facility. And it was, I'm pretty sure it was 59-10. So Colleyville's pretty notorious for handing out 59 points in the 4th round of the playoffs.
First down yardage for Bills, and that will just about do it.
So, do we have a too deep for Heritage?
No.
Man,
this right here.
Let's give a shout out to the offensive
but
line.
I'm going to go through everybody.
Thank you.
We're going to mention all the seniors, those that play, those that don't. We're going to mention all the coaches, the trainers.
We'll give
we're going to talk about it.
Too.
We're going to talk about everybody at the end of this one.
Good.
I guess you can kind of start now because it is the end of this one. There's only 30 seconds left. Colleyville's not going to be able to do anything.
True. but we'll take it with them. The Colleyville faithful stand on the far side and cheer for their Panthers, who have had an outstanding year. But Frisco Emerson is going to move on to the state semifinal game.
For their first time. It's their first time being past the first round. Now they're going to the 5th round.
Well, this is their second year with the
year
varsity program,
That's
right?
correct.
I mean, they're incredibly well coached. Now, they had opportunities to build up from the 9th and 10th and JV seasons, et cetera. But it's a very well coached football team, so we can take nothing away from them. If you're going to lose a football game that you actually competed in, and lose a football game to some talented players and coaches, and that's what we did tonight. So, Doug, I'll turn it to you.
Well, it has been an outstanding year for the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. They will finish the season with is it 12-2 record?
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah,
12-2.
12-2 record.
Only
They
losing
make
one
it
game
to
in district, or not in
the
district.
regional final. If it weren't for some injuries on this team today, I think that this would be a different potential outcome, but you cannot change that. This team fought hard. They gave it everything they had. The fans stuck around for this one. Unfortunately, they fall short tonight. Final score, 59-48. The Mavericks from Emerson beat your Colleyville Heritage Panthers. We would like to thank everyone who has been a part of this broadcast for this year. I do want to go ahead and mention we've got a lot of seniors that this was their last game. I am going to roll through them right now in a particular order, and the order is numerical. Luke Ulrich has played his last game with Colleyville Heritage. So has Zach Sogan, Ryan Kelleher, Ty Golden, Hayden Golden, Jacob Rapolo, going down the list, Kai Pruitt, Joey Hillard, seniors that this was their last game. Stephen Cole, I moved down farther, Alex Burke, Hunter Golden, Sione Valahi, who came in out of Utah midseason, was a huge help on this team running the football. Adolphus Schulten V, Joe Rapolo, Ian Muse, Cross Davis, other seniors as I go down the list. Joey Man of Steel, I still like to say that. Kyle Martin, Tucker Perryman. Actually, check Tucker Perryman. He is back. He's only a junior. Tristan Rodriguez, one of the captains and leaders of this team, graduating. Gianni Presci. Corin Adams, what a great story Corin Adams has been. Got into a game over at Hanley Field, caught a pass.
Got him a good pass.
I mean, I've seen some excitement. I've seen some excitement, but nothing like that. Everybody went crazy. Corin Adams participating with this football team, part of the heart of this team. And ironic that we finished with him as our last senior. Want to thank Jerry Edwards, first-year head coach, Dan Pike, offensive coordinator, Jeremy Snyder, co-coordinator, works with the quarterbacks, Tristan Griffin with the defensive ends, Ron Mendoza with the safeties, Moses Vakalahi with the defensive tackles, Cody Spence with the wide receivers, Ryan Rowe your boat.
That's the
Ryan
father.
Rowe,
That's the
father of, with the running backs.
My neighbor, y'all.
Tim,
that's right.
Is he your neighbor? Tim Wasson.
My neighbor.
You remember his son who played for Colleyville with the corners, Mark Garza, Nick Uremovich, Brandon Bounds, strength coach Monty Sparkman, middle school coordinators Rusty Dry and Ralph Landau, the superintendent Brad Schnutz, is that how you say that? Schnutz, excuse me. The athletic director, Todd Raymond. Principal at Colleyville Heritage High School. Without his support, Derek Kane, a lot of this does not happen. The assistant principals, Kelly Mann, Ross Nelson, Francis Mundo, Gary Bernard. Managers of the football team, Isaac Becerra and Lily Livingstone. The trainers, Sam Sorrell and Sarissa Flynn. Student trainers, Audrey Bensmiller, Yvette Casimiro, I hope I said that right, Sophie Gonzalez, Claire Heppenstall, Sydney Jensen, Helen Louise, Cameron McCutcheon, Alexa, this is a different one, I'm going to try it, Naparansky, I hope that's right, Naparansky, Nathan Neubauer, Madison Penman, Jonathan Rudd, Kylie Sager, Olivia Hamrick, if I read that right, and Asia Evans, the band director. Most important to every football game, Cody Haddock, the Pantera Dancers sponsor, Karis Van, cheerleader director Mallory Gray, and Pep Boys sponsor Will Matheson. Those are the people that make Colleyville Heritage football happen. Also, I want to give a nice shout out to Ben Graves, who I've worked with the Booster Club all season long. It has been a pleasure to be part of the Colleyville Heritage family, to be part of participating in these broadcasts. So, final score from Ford Center at the Star, 59-48. For Gary Harrison Ducrow, for Reed Harrison Ducrow, for Trey Francis, for myself, for Robert McMillan, who joined us on the broadcast and down on the field, we thank you for joining us. Panthers season comes to an end in the regional final, but what a great season. We really, again, thank you for joining us. Have a blessed evening, happy holidays, and hopefully we'll be back to do this all again in 1 year. Good night, everyone.